Whoa, wait a minute.
I'm the golden sun while playing a GBA game. Brain off the scale to thinking he mean weight gain. No surge, electrify the mind. I'm in charge of the buzz, get your power stripped. I'm my own plug, you the socket. Let more punchlines, the trash in your pocket. Ask you to stop it. More than rap, this composite, you gossip, I rock it. See the variation? It don't matter black or white, bring the drama, Perry Mason. I'm adjacent to the destined, counting all my blessings while they selling their soul. No, you gotta be desperate like them housewives. Hear the real with my mouth wide, calves going north, but they still hear the south side in me. These rappers are actors who giving out Emmys. Find me a Denny's looking proud of their penny without an Oscar. I'ma lay it proper. Father, this sound ironic, didn't have a papa for most of my life. Foster home to home. Don't let me start. Comment tell me about real love. It starts in the heart, not the pants. Born without a chance. Probably met destiny plenty times and noticed when she glanced at me. When you dance with me, who would've known these dreamers become fans of me? Put up your hands for me. Touch the sky, the model we grew up with. Bumping that old Wayne, about to see if this truck fit in my garage. I'm kidding, no car, but I got drive. Even if I retire, never be top 5. I survived the rugged terrain. Determination in my brain, God help me find joy through the pain, gain clarity that I share to the masses. Same kid, they dreaming in classes. Future look disastrous. Time for the heroes and less facets. Clean air, less gases. But y'all know what I'm trying to convey. Chase trains, play games, watch a few anime. Found a path to be great, not a moment to waste. Mama check it, don't worry, I'm straight. We gon' take it to the top of the globe. Spread love, realest quote that I wrote. You know, sky's the limit. All my life I was sober. We surpassing that with each episode. The whole, a new episode. New day, a new episode. A new day, a new day, a new episode. A new day, a new episode. A new day, a new. Go ahead, let them throw that shade. You gotta wait to see the picture. Old Kodak days, don't go that way. They songs all filler, and it shows not at the museum. Fans never been stiller. Pin Dilla, shows a route set score. I ain't trying to be known by a number like the kids next door. My lord, they want us in cages or the seats, cause we fresh to death. Cash get sharp every week. Who me? I'm nothing but a kid from the boondocks, writing living color. Different world in my boombox, chilling in my afternoon socks with a cute thing. Excuse them, it's called, they didn't notice you rang. Sharp tongue from the heavens, we thinking outside of the box. They call him Stoop Kid, never lead his steps. No one knows of his woes, cause he keeps to himself in seclusion. But me, I had to find out his story, so I sat by his stoop. He said his name's Corey. Told me how he used to be in love with a dame, but she left about as fast as she came. Said the sky's never been the same. Air's less fresh, chemtrails blanket the sky, and we compressed to a perfect world that we created within the mind. We blind to the truth as the days unwind. He finds happiness and watch the time go by. He asked, do you know why? Cause at least I'll know when we die. Society's engulfed in trends, and it's hard to find friends when your vision ain't the same through the lens. A cleanse what we need, but our pride won't accept it. Love's like a precious baby girl, and I'm wishing that we kept it. Neglected all our principles, kids laughing at me every day. How conventional, all one-dimensional. I wish I was invincible, I would just fly away. Aim for the sun, hope to land in a higher place. That's my escape from reality. Life is a dream, but it seems we've been sleeping in ravines. For now, I'ma chill with the ranting. Sit up on my stoop while the kids keep chanting. Stoop kids afraid to leave the stoop. The stoop, stoop kids afraid to leave it. Stoop, stoop kids afraid to leave it. Stoop, the stoop, stoop kids afraid to leave it. Stoop, stoop kids afraid to leave it. Stoop, stoop, stoop kids afraid to leave it. Stoop, stoop kids afraid to leave it. Stoop, stoop, stoop kids afraid to leave it. Stoop. A tear rolls down his cheek. He asks, how did life become bleak? We used to seek joy, now we lost in translation of the language called money. I pity our generation. I told him I agree, but you looking at the downside. It's a bigger world outside the walls you hide, and I can guide you to a new state of mind if you let me. But hearts can't receive what the soul isn't ready for. Look, life Life is a metaphor, it's up to you to find a meaning. You can't stand for something if you steadily leaning on pillars of self-loathing. Imagine what you're missing in addition to beautiful life that you ain't even living. Places that you never been, people that you'll never meet. Happiness, if you're willing to see beyond the stoop of your seclusion, but really just a barrier to block away the image of a place much scarier. Call reality, but he stopped me mid-sentence. Took a step down like a senator repentance. Said he wanna take a chance, thanks for the referral. Safe to say this boy's gonna finally leave the world. So Stoop kids gonna leave it. Stoop kids. Are you ready? Word to wise, grass only greener when it's fertilized. Gave them truth in these songs, they prefer to lies. Destiny beautiful, adrift in her purple lies. You can't see me, you Stevie, wondering how I reach more evolutions than Evie and make it look easy. Dream on, yeah. Dream on, dream weaver. Dream weaver.
What is up, Earth's mightiest subscribers? This your boy Ernie Blerd Without Fear back in the building. What's good? What's really good, y'all? What's poppin'? What's the haps? By the way, of course, join this time. Last time we had some technical difficulties. We got that shit ironed out tonight. Got my boy in the building with me. Carter, go ahead and tell him what's good. Tell him what's good, pimp.
We gotta do the quick look. We gotta do the bow. We gotta do the snap to it. Boom.
There you go. There you go. Hit him with it.
The fact that I can hear you and we working now, I don't want to fuck this up. So let me see who all in here. Ooh, quite a few people in here.
Oh yeah, no, we got some peoples in here today. Man, look, let's go ahead. Let me take a look. I want to see. Let's see. Man, we got Geronimo Smith, the Ninja Genko, SFC Cape Killer over here, Super Key 1979, LJ Brown, Jerry Maurice. Let's see here. Dude, Alex Parker. No relation to Peter Parker, are you?
Oh, boy, hope not.
Like, Parker luck is real.
T5. That motherfucker was around here getting bit by spiders. I wouldn't wish that on nobody. I don't like spiders. Spiders worse than lizard people. I don't trust them.
Look, let me tell you something real quick. First and foremost, as much as I would love, as much as my childhood dream was to be Spider-Man, the barrier I could never get past is getting bit by that motherfucking spider. Because I ain't gonna lie, spiders terrify me. And I am not ashamed to admit it. Y'all. Let's see here. Who else we got here? T5 the Great. Got Score Wolf up in here. LJ Mac 03, Lusasaurus, Panther de Noir, Ultra Cross Zero, Jarrell Boza. Got Stu Jersey X. Alvaro Martinez, Peepo Lanarts. Who else we got up in here? Grayson Red.
Hey, boy in the cut. What's good? Shout out to Afghanistan. That's a new one. That's a new one. Ooh, Afghanistan.
Dude, because we out here.
You fixed your fingers to type that and made me fix my lips to say it. Okay, then, Ed.
Look, it didn't happen. Who else we got in here? Oh, we got Conway Bergdog here in the True Pharaoh. Oh, shit. Marcus Hill up in here. Juanita Walker was good. Well, all right, look, we off to a good start. I'm going to tell you right now, real quick. Let's get, this is just some, first off, I want to pay some respects because we lost another one. This actually was shortly after. Actually, we've lost a few, man. I'm not going to lie to you. We've actually lost. There's actually more people that I'm comfortable talking about. But one that we didn't get to talk about last week, it actually kind of happened roughly right after. I think a little later after we finished up the cave.
Which is always the case.
It always is. But some of you may or may not remember a gentleman by the name of Norm Spencer. Norm Spencer, and you're probably thinking to yourself, Norm Spencer, why should I know the name of Norm Spencer. And if you're wondering why you should, the reason why is because Norm Spencer, and here, I'm going to pull up an image real quick. We're going to put some respect on his name. Norm Spencer was the voice actor for Cyclops in the 90s X-Men animated series. He passed away earlier in the week. I think the word broke out Saturday. It was actually, I actually want to say it was the day after we found out about Chadwick. And just because of how huge of an impact Chadwick Boseman's death had, Norm Spencer's kind of slid under the radar. But yeah, Norm Spencer, we lost another good one.
Yeah. Practically made childhoods with him voicing Cyclops, and it wasn't just the cartoon. If you heard Cyclops' voice on a video game, it was that man. So if you heard him in a children's audiobook, it was probably that man. So it's somebody that he raised you every Saturday morning, you know. So you really hate to see it. Just wish nothing but you know the best for the family, how they're coping with everything that is going on right now. But at least he can go knowing that he made a lot of us happy back in the day. You know, if we didn't have anything, we knew we had Cyclops screaming Jean every week. So
Jean! Actually, okay, so I want to point something out too, and I thought this was a very interesting story. I don't know if many of y'all know this, but Cal Dodd was the one that actually confirmed it. Was like one of the first people to come out and talk about it. And for those who don't know, Cal Dodd played Wolverine on that same series, and so that was one of those things. Like, and they worked together very closely.
Yeah.
And basically, what he said over on Twitter was basically, he basically kind of just went on to say that he said, "I lost my dear friend and cohort, Norm Spencer. What a sad day. Norm was the voice of Cyclops on X-Men, the animated series. He was a genuine character and sweetheart." And I think there was a typo somewhere in there. He said, "I will miss her, you sick." I will miss her, you sick. Sorry about the convertible, bub. See you later, my friend. But yeah, basically, trying to remember, did they say exactly why, like, where, or like?
Yeah, that's the one thing I couldn't find at all.
I couldn't find that.
Was it natural causes? Anything else pertaining to that? That's the one thing that I could not find when I tried to look this up myself. So. Yeah,
I don't know. Because I want to say I heard somewhere that it was due to cancer or something of that of that nature. But I just want to go ahead and say right now, if it is, dude, can we just go ahead and say it right now, straight off the rip? Fuck cancer.
Fuck cancer. Yeah.
Yeah, because dude, that shit's taking too many people. It's taking it's taking people left, right. I'm sick and fucking tired of it. I've been over this shit for some years.
Yeah.
And yeah, dude, just I'm done. I'm done. I'm just done. Let's see here. Okay, so let's talk about some uplifting news.
Please.
These are going to be some quick hits because this is more just us shining light on the fact that, you know, some people. Oh, here, you know what also probably helped you? I don't have my tunes. There you go. I feel better. I feel a little better now. I feel a hair better now. Okay, so what else we got here? IDW has named a Disney publishing veteran, Nachi Marsham, as its new publisher. Not only did they do that, they also promoted Veronica Brooks to the role of Vice President of Creative Affairs. So we're actually getting some black and brown faces.
Yes.
Over at IDW. I just want to point that out. We're getting some. We're getting that progress. You know, they look, we got us a brother in there. We got some brother in there. Oh, and I am not 100% sure what Veronica Brooks is. She looks ethnically ambiguous. I will take it. Look, let me hit the danger button. Well, you know, look, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not trying to make any calls on anybody's race these days because, you know, we all got caught slipping with that one chick. Well, I didn't get caught slipping because I didn't even know who she was, really. So, what was the chick? Was it Jessica Krug or whatever her name was? The chick that, like, she had been, like, masquerading. She had Rachel Dolezal.
I thought you were talking about Rachel Dolezal.
Oh, no. I looked at that heifer one time and was like, nah, she white. But no, this chick, she was masquerading as a Afro Latinx. And she finally came out and admitted it. Everybody was like, dude, she look white. Because she's Jewish. Like, she's a Jewish woman. But basically, yeah, like, it was one of those things. I was just kind of like, huh, interesting. But at least she tried to, like, throw a little bit of ambiguity in there. She said, well, actually, I'm not just black. I'm also Latinx as well. To kind of throw people off the scent. But yeah, no, thank you. But yeah, that's cool. Also, I do want to point out, let's see, we got another really awesome thing that happened. DC has made a big hire. They actually picked up former Activision Blizzard esports executive Daniel Cherry and has named him as senior vice president and general manager of DC. So we got a brother calling some shots at DC Comics. Ain't this about a bitch? I'm here for it. Basically, it said, according to the Hollywood Reporter, Cherry's role is a newly created position covering business affairs, editorial, talent services, marketing, sales, brand, and direct-to-consumer, along with overseeing business development. The addition of Cherry will allow Chief Creative Officer and Publisher Jim Lee to take on more DC brand responsibilities. Wait, first off, can we just talk about this shit real quick? Didn't Jim Lee sell Wildstorm so he could get away from running shit? And this man ran off to DC, and what is he doing? Running shit.
And from everything that you just read right now, it kind of sounds like Jim Lee is going to be doing big-time shit while Daniel Cherry is just going to do everything that Jim Lee don't want to do.
That is kind of what it sounds like, actually. He's like, wait a minute. What am I doing? I'm cleaning the toilets. What?
Yeah, like it sounds more so like Jim Lee can't get jiggy with this shit, so he just, man, senior VP, book it, Vince, senior VP and general manager, do that. I will go do this movie shit. $6 million? You gonna give me $6 million? Okay. Can you have Daniel go get me a cherry cream pie and a McFlurry, please? That's what that sounds like. That sounds like you don't want to go nowhere. You want to get another motherfucker to do it for you. I could be wrong. I hope I'm wrong. Time will tell.
That's precisely what it is. That is precisely what it is. Like, he's like, no. Could you go get me a what was it? Can I get one of those McCafes? Can you go pick me up a couple of those, please? Thank you. Thank you, Daniel. But I want to believe that it's something better than that. But yeah, that is kind of what it comes off as. The more I read this shit.
Because like,
so tell me, Jim Lee was about to quit. DC was like, no. We'll get you help.
Yeah. See, and I would like that a hell of a lot more than how this story reads from CBR, because nothing about this brother being an Activision Blizzard esports exec.
No.
Keyword there, exec. He wasn't a top dog. He was an exec. He wasn't Michael Cole. He was that dude that comes from 205 Live, whose name you don't know. Michael Cole's sick. That's an exec. So
that motherfucker's Todd Phillips. Damn.
But
no disrespect. No disrespect.
Yeah. Do I like that? It's a good hire. This brother just secured an even bigger bag. I just really would like. Let me see what his job does. I hope we get more information on that story. Didn't even mean to keep that story up that long. It's just that shit screamed, I need a secretary.
Oh yeah, no, basically, like, but you know what? If you're gonna be a secretary to somebody in a company, it may as well be Jim Lee. I mean, you know, or at least what I'm saying is like like not even so much Jim Lee, but just a person in Jim Lee's position. But yeah, it ain't the I don't know. We'll see. We'll have.
It sounds like like when a person gets mad, you call them a fucking secretary, so they say administrative assistant. That's what that sounds like. It sounds like some fire shit that'll read good on a resume. Is what that sounds like.
So wait, look. So you get the job interview, be like, oh yeah, I was administrative assistant. Be like, so you're a secretary? Mm-hmm. Well, no, I was an administrative assistant. Yeah, secretary.
like me saying that. You know, oh no, I was a co-host to a weekly comic book series on YouTube. Sounds a hell of a lot better than, he hit me up one day and was like, my former co-host is some slaw. You want to do it a few times? And then he just kicked off. You see what I'm saying? It sounds a hell of a lot better when I just say I'm a co-host to a hit comic show on YouTube.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying?
Which I want to point out something. By the way, I'm actually glad that you brought that up. I'm glad you brought that up, Carter. Because I want to point out something. Y'all know G4. G4 is out here looking for talent.
Yes.
G4 is out looking for talent. So as many of you may or may not know, G4 TV is coming back. And they want hosts. They need hosts. They need talent for the show.
For everyone who does not know, real quick, not even to cut you off, but I know they're going to be, because I hate that I'm about to say these words, but, we kind of old heads, so there may be a few people who don't know what the fuck G4 is. G4 was, until lack of a better phrase, it was a network that was strictly video game content, video game shows, no pun intended.
Yeah, basically, think IGN, but on TV. It was IGN, but it was a TV channel.
But it was a lot less fucking stupid.
Yes, because you can't spell. Stupid. You can't spell ignorant without IGN.
IGN. There you go.
Wasn't that some shit we used to say at GameStop all the time?
Yes, it was.
You can't spell ignorant without IGN. Good Lord. But no. So yeah, they put the call out. They basically said, "Hey, we want people," and they're like, "Hey, if you know content creators, streamers, personalities on the internet, hey, pull up." Mm-hmm. So your boy shot his shot. Your boy shot his shot, as you may or may not be able to see here. If you have time, I wouldn't mind if you went over by the Twitters.
I knew that was coming.
Put some respect on your boy's name. Because I'll go ahead and read it to you. I'll go tell you. I would have said it. And you know what? It may come off as arrogant. But, you know what? My granny used to tell me, if you need 5 cents, don't ask for 3. Ask for 10. Now,
Granny sound like a stick-up kid, like
right. Well, but you know what? But hey, you gotta shoot your shot. You gotta shoot your shot, and that's what I said. I was like, hey, is it shoot your shot day?
But Granny sound like she was actually shooting shots.
Oh yeah, she was. She was about that action. You feel me?
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, but no, I said, hey, is it shoot your shot day? G4 TV. I'm a content creator, produces videos 2 to 5 times a week. I've run a successful live stream called # The Blerd Cave, covering comics, games, movies, TV, and more.
Yep.
I've got charisma in spades. # G4 needs talent. Here I am, smiley face, with a link to a video. So yeah, if you got time, swing on by. I see some people have already done so. Retweet that shit, quote tweet that shit, like that shit. I'm just saying, hook your boy up. We're just trying to get their attention. I'm not saying I'm gonna get the job. I'm just saying that, hey, visibility. Because like we trying to uplift these brothers and sisters into these positions of power. Look, basically what I'm saying is I want to bring Jim Lee coffee, goddammit. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to bring Jim Lee coffee. Can y'all let me be great? Can I be great for like 5 seconds? Can I bring, look, can I go to Panera to go pick up Jim Lee's lunch order? That's all I'm asking for. I just want to bring Olivia Munn some lunch. That's it. I just want to go and bring Jessica Chobot her Starbucks order. That's all I'm trying to do.
Oh my God. Is it wrong that I was never feigning for Olivia Munn like everybody else was?
You know what? Okay, I'm gonna tell you what. I used to. Okay, let's keep it real here, and then we're gonna jump into this Ray Fisher bullshit. I'm not gonna lie. I think Olivia Munn's fine. I think she's a damn good looking woman, and I think Jessica Chobot was very very, very, very good looking woman as well. What was the other girl's name that was on there?
You're talking about
the one that used to be on X-Play. Morgan Webb.
Morgan Webb.
Yeah.
See, Morgan, if you finna sit here and say Morgan Webb was good too, I'll call you on your bullshit every day of the week. That strong ass Jay Leno chin she had, get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. So, you really finna fake it like that?
No, okay, like, look. Hey,
Olivia Munn looked like a mini boss in a fighting game, and Morgan Webb had that crimson chin. Come on now.
But she had funny jokes. She was funny. That's all.
Now, what about this Ray Fisher story that you want to talk about?
that was Carter's way of saying no. Okay, let's go ahead and get into it. Let's talk about this Ray Fisher shit. Look, okay, y'all know the business. Ray Fisher has been upset. And we've heard conflicting stories. We've heard... Oh, wait. I didn't mean to click on that. I just meant to jump into the window. But no. Okay, so we've heard conflicting stories left and right between Warner Brothers and Ray Fisher. And I'm not going to lie, this saga is tiring.
Yeah. I was really banking on this just being a comment that was made, and then somebody says that's not true, and then we go on about our business.
Me too. Me too.
I was really hoping this was just Ray Fisher spilling some tea and then keep it
moving on. And look, move along. But no, this thing has kept on going. And okay, look. Here's the reason why. Now I know some people. I've been seeing the hashtag on Twitter. I stand with Ray Fisher. This, that, and the other. And here's the thing. Y'all know my policy. I maintain the Wesley Snipes Passenger 57 policy of always bet on black. However, much like the Juicy Smollett situation, sometimes you can't bet on black. Sometimes you just can't. Like, and I'm not trying to say that Ray Fisher and Juicy Smollett have anything in common. I don't know. I just think it's funny to call him Smollett. I'm not saying that it's the same thing, but here's my thing. You want to know where Ray Fisher met? Okay, so basically, for those who don't have the background, Ray Fisher was upset with Joss Whedon during the production of the Justice League movie. And a lot of the problems that were cited were that he mentioned his scenes being cut, the script rewrites, and of course I think he even said some on lines that Joss Whedon basically said fuck his storyline more or less, and that nobody's gonna miss it or no one's gonna care. And apparently he talked about Joss Whedon's misogynistic behavior and racist behavior on set. And I also want to point out, because we don't have actual proof of this, so we're gonna say allegedly. Alleged. But no. That said, I was kind of backing Ray Fisher when all this stuff first came out, but here was where Ray Fisher fucked up. He started standing Zack Snyder just a touch too fucking hard. Like, he was out here in these streets about, oh, Zack Snyder makes the best superhero movies. His movies are better than the Marvel movies. I was like, hold on, pimp.
But
You trying to... He did. He said that shit. He actually went on record saying that he felt that Zack Snyder makes the best superhero movies. His movies are better than Marvel. He even went out and talked about how he auditioned to be in a Marvel movie the same day that he auditioned to be in Justice League. And basically, he didn't say what movie he auditioned for, but he basically said that when he got the call from DC, that he said, fuck Marvel. He wanted that DC bag or whatever. Which I don't know anybody who would actually say that, knowing the track record of DC.
Hold on, you gotta give me a second here. I'm looking for that bag because I sure shit didn't see it in 3 movies. Where is this bag? I got this bag.
Look, ain't no money in there. Ain't no money in there.
I got this bag.
Look, ain't no money in there.
Let me see. What's in this bag?
Look, this man got the plastic bag here. Look.
See, this just a damn can of air. This not even got a DC label on it. I don't know what
Damn.
bag that he thought he was gonna get from DC movie as opposed to Marvel. I don't know. Okay.
No, I have no idea.
Okay then.
Wait a minute. Absolute Venom. Gots to go get him, coming through with the $4.99 super chat. Says, you know it ain't a Blerd cave, you boy. Don't give y'all some bread. Here you go, my boy. But Ray Fisher is riding Zack Snyder, dude. He is. Okay. Can we keep it real? Can we keep it real here for a minute? I just want to look. What was that song? Can we talk for a minute? No. I'm changing. This is a remix. Can we keep it real for an hour? Because I'm going to tell you right now, no!
Yes,
Marvel movies.
To know I was on the show when you started singing.
This man done went Death Note mode. This dude turned Lakeith Stanfield from Death Note.
Look at that. You can't even see my face anymore. I look just like a damn hoodie picture. You just see hat and skin. You see that shit? I'm an anime character for real because of that song.
Wait, but you know what though? That's side character. You gotta be careful, man. That's a side character. You'll get caught.
Right.
You better be careful.
Yep.
You know a side character ain't long for this earth.
Yep.
But no.
I got to take the head off. Man.
But for real though, this man's out here putting too much respect on Zack Snyder's name, talking about how Zack Snyder has the best vision. Zack Snyder's version of the movie is a better movie. Look, can we keep it real? We saw that Justice League trailer, right? The Snyder Cut trailer. I'm sorry, I didn't see shit in that movie that made me think, this actually would be better with these scenes in it. No, it's gonna be just as bad. It's gonna be, you know what it's gonna be? It's gonna be a bad movie, just longer. And you know what? You know what I hate more than a bad movie? A bad movie that's too goddamn long and overstays its welcome. I don't care if they're gonna be releasing it episodically.
So here's the deal. This is why I hate Zack Snyder. Because if there's one thing Zack Snyder can do, he can cut a trailer, right?
Yeah.
Now, the finished products will be nowhere near as good, but watching that trailer, I will watch Snyder Cut.
Okay.
Like, it makes me want to watch that movie, but here's the thing, though. I said that exact same shit about Sucker Punch. The Sucker Punch trailer looked good.
Sucker Punch looked lit, didn't it?
Yeah, Sucker Punch looked fire from that trailer, and then Skip and Watchmen was just because I liked seeing Alan Moore get mad, but it was a good shock trailer.
No, it was a good trailer, very good. 300, same. I'll throw you one. When that Watchmen trailer came out, dude, I can't tell you how many times I played that Watchmen trailer. Because one, I really like the song that he used. Yeah. The beginning is the beginning is the end is the beginning by the Smashing Pumpkins. Not to be confused with the end is the beginning is the end that was used in Batman and Robin. Same song, but one is fast, one is slow.
Yeah.
But I liked that song because I felt like it fit the tone of the movie that he was trying to make. And granted, I really don't have that many problems with the Watchmen movie. itself beyond the very awkward sex scene between Silk Spectre and Night Owl.
Yeah.
And really, it's only awkward to me because of the Hallelujah music that they played behind it. I was like, dude,
they played this fucking Snyder Cut trailer, and that sex scene was the first fucking thing that popped in my head.
I was like, he really did just go there. And then they tried to say, oh, it's because it was his daughter's favorite song. So then, now you must ask a second question. So he put his daughter's favorite song to a sex scene in a movie? Interesting. Okay, cool. Good to know. Good to know. Also, I want to point out, you can talk about how badass Darkseid looks in that trailer all you want. I'm going to tell you right now, he actually just looks like Steppenwolf reskinned. And I will actually go as far as to say that, okay, so it is 2020 in the year of our Lord of the Rings, and you're going to sit here and tell me that Darkseid came out in 2020? Go look at Thanos. Go look at Thanos in Infinity War.
I don't know. The one takeaway from all of that is that trailer was, I wouldn't mind watching the Snyder Cut now, but I didn't fuck about Darkseid. I didn't fuck about that at all. With that burnt Omega symbol on his chest, because you know how many brothers you've been seeing in Memphis with that same ugly ass burnt tattoo of that Omega symbol on their arm somewhere. They probably play football for a very scrubby team, but that was just the first thing that popped in my head when I saw it on Darkseid. I could give a shit about Darkseid being in this movie because I don't think he's going to be in the movie long. I think that one scene that we saw of Darkseid in that trailer, I think that's it. And I think that shit might be a flashback, or that's what I'm thinking. Like
it'll be a flashback. It's
somebody telling somebody about Darkseid, but don't really matter because we ain't gonna see that shit in the sequel. So.
Well, little chat out. Chris Williams come through with the $5 super chat says, I have not heard any of his co-stars or crew defending him, so that's suspect enough. And see, look. Wait, look, I want to roll the tape back to the Juicy Smollett situation. Look, because the only reason I want to do this because I actually watched that Dave Chappelle special very recently. Be like, okay, so wait a minute. You mean to tell me you okay, so you went out. What time was it? 3:00 in the morning. In Chicago? You walked? Okay, it was minus 13 degrees. Okay, whatever.
And where'd you go? Going?
Subway. Sandwiches? That's how I feel about Ray Fisher. Be like, wait. Yeah. Joss Whedon called you the N-word? Interesting. The man who wanted Chiwetel Ejiofor as Black Panther? Interesting. Okay.
Is that how you say his name?
I think it's a Ejiofor, but I don't. I just call him Chewie. I usually just call him Chewie and leave it at that.
For the longest time, I would just say that's that brother from Firefly.
Look, right? Look. That's that Serenity brother.
Yeah, that's him.
That's him. No,
I clearly saw him on the movie, but that's that brother from Firefly.
Yeah, look, that's 12 Years a Slave. But no, be like, it just, I don't know. Do I think Joss Whedon's a problematic figure? Yes, because here's the thing. To piggyback what Chris Williams said. By the way, thank you again for the super chat. What I want to really drive home here is that when all the allegations against Joss Whedon came out, everyone came out with their own allegations about Joss Whedon. But here's the thing that no one else did.
Yeah.
No one had shit to say about Jeff Johns. And that's the guy that Ray Fisher has been so dogmatic about taking down, is Jeff Johns. Now, when all this unrest was laid out in these streets, one of the things I noticed was that when DC issued their statement in reaction to Ray Fisher's original comments, they said basically he seemed to be very put off about having to say Cyborg's catchphrase, "Booyah," on screen. Yeah. Which, to be fair, Ray Fisher as an actor, he is, like, Justice League was, like, probably his first big role. Like, most of his stuff was theater, so he kind of came from different backgrounds. So honestly, when they said that shit, I was kind of like, so basically what you're telling me is he just don't like, he thinks of himself as an acteur. He didn't want to have to reduce himself to saying such a silly line. Okay, that's fine, whatever. But here's the thing. As you keep going down the rabbit hole, basically it's gotten worse. Ray Fisher dropped a tweet. I think this was yesterday. Yeah. Yesterday afternoon, he dropped a tweet. And the tweet reads, so you can better understand how deep this goes. After speaking out about Justice League, I received a phone call from the president of DC Films, wherein he attempted to throw Joss Whedon and John Berg under the bus in hopes that I would relent on Jeff Johns. I will not. A over E, which basically A is greater than E, which basically what he's talking about is accountability is greater than entertainment. And okay, look. Joss Whedon, not a good person, we have learned throughout the years. I think the longer time has gone on, the less we tend to want to defend Joss Whedon. He is not a defensible person because he has done some bad things, some things that there is proof of, and there are other things that there isn't proof of. But it's just one of those things that, based on things we know about him, it's not hard to believe that he is the person that many people seem to think he is. I mean that in a negative light. I don't know John Berg. He is an executive. He's a producer, an executive at Warner Brothers, and he is also the one who gave the story about Ray Fisher not wanting to say booyah in the movie. But as we move along, we learn that, like, not long after this, Warner Brothers put out a statement. Oh, wait, we got some super chat here. Let's see what we got. It's
$5 super chat from Vernon Harris. Appreciate that, pimpin'. Snyder is setting Fisher up to drum up hype for Justice League, and Joss Whedon is a soft target for Snyder fanboys.
I don't disagree with that. Because, okay, here's the thing. Here's what we know. Here's what we know about the Snyder Cut. It thrives on controversy. It thrives on controversy because that's how it got birthed into existence.
Okay.
Like, think about it. No one was really howling for the Snyder Cut celebrity-wise until Zack Snyder started, like, kind of trying to put bugs in people's ears for it. And this was all mostly in response to, like, basically a ton of, like basically a bullying campaign by, supposed fans who want to see the cut of a movie who... from a man whose job they called for before he walked away.
Yeah, that's the one thing that still trips me out about that entire situation. Because it's like no one wanted Snyder on these films, especially after Batman v Superman.
No.
And then he didn't make the situation any better when he started calling those same Batman fans and DC fans idiots if they didn't think that Batman in the real world wouldn't kill people. So for him to say that shit when you're not making it better for yourself and you're already losing money on these films, when Joss Whedon came out and was said to be finishing the film, I saw a shitload more people that were excited because they didn't like Dark for Dark's sake.
Yes. Yeah, and I don't here's the thing. He's talking about Batman in a real world. That's the thing. We didn't want Batman in a real world. We got that with the Christopher Nolan movies. And I'm sorry, but I don't... Okay. You know what we wanted? We wanted... Not saying that we wanted the same, comedic overtones that the Marvel movies tend to have, but we just wanted a comic book movie. Yeah. We didn't want this shit to be some gritty, realistic take. And I think and once again, that's the thing that DC and Warner Brothers that's the one lesson they never take away from any of this shit, is like, okay, you come out with Man of Steel. People have problems with it. Why? Because it's too fucking dark. Superman is not supposed to be a dark character. And it's like, okay, cool. Well, we're going to come out with Batman v Superman. And guess what? It's going to be even darker. And people are like, ugh, man, we really don't like the dark stuff, man. It doesn't fit these characters. And the next thing you know, they come out with Wonder Woman, which is in the tone of how it's shot in a lot of scenes a little dark, but the overall vibe of the movie is more hopeful. And people are like, I like that better. And you know what the lesson DC took away from that? They like it when we shoot things in a dark light. They didn't take away the fact that we like the hope. And then they came out with Justice League. And I'm going to go and say what you will about the Snyder Cut or what you think about the Justice League movie, but I'm not going to lie to you. I personally felt that we didn't get the Superman that I felt Henry Cavill was meant to play until the last 15, 20 minutes of the movie. Yeah. Because like,
you're one of the few people who, not to cut you off, but you're one of the few people who say that, because there are people who dislike the films. You can dislike the films without disliking the people that are portraying these characters. Because Ben Affleck was great as Bruce Wayne and was great as Batman. Henry Cavill was great as Clark Kent, and he's fan-fucking-tastic as Superman. The thing is, there's a shitty movie around these characters, and people couldn't differentiate the two.
Right. No. That's 1,000%. That's 1,000%. You've got this, like, okay, case in point. I'm going to tell you right now. When they're fighting Steppenwolf at the end of the movie, spoilers for a shitty 3 or 4 year old movie. And he pops up and he says, what was it? He says I think it's something along the lines of, I'm a big fan of truth.
Yeah, and even bigger fan of justice. Yeah,
even bigger fan of justice. Dude, I'm not gonna lie. For the first time, actually, no, I take that back. For the second time in that movie, I hollered, because I actually, and I'm not gonna lie, I actually stood up in the theater and was like, "That's my Superman. That's my Superman. Like, where have you been?"
Okay, so my version of that was completely different, because I didn't give a shit about those movies, and I didn't watch Justice League until I got HBO Max.
Damn, you ain't missing
it. I didn't get as excited at that part as I did when Superman punched him, or like when he was coming down in that scene, and I immediately knew that was the Christopher Reeve Superman music.
Oh, dude. Woo!
That was what got me in that scene, when they played that track. That's what I'm like, okay.
I love that shit. I love that shit. I fucking love it. But, if you're wondering, the other time that I hollered audibly in the movie was during the Pet Cemetery scene, where Flash is running around Superman, and he's thinking that he's like, oh, I'm fast, he ain't gonna see me. And then, Superman's, like, choking the fuck out of somebody and kind of goes like...
Yeah. That part was good.
I ain't gonna lie.
That was the coldest part of that made that movie. When I saw that shit on YouTube, I said, yeah, that's the coldest shit I've seen so far. I bet that's the only good part of that movie.
Dude, that is one of the better parts. But no, but real quick, because we actually got some more super chats in here. Hold on. We got one from was it Frederick Douglass? I like that name, because that is an iconic name.
Yeah, he don't have the hair though. He don't have
the hair. Dude, can we put some respect on Frederick Douglass's fro? That man had this shit parted down the middle, off to the side, had it nice and crop. Man, I like that shit. Anyway, man, coming through with the $5 super chat, thank you. Says, well, I don't agree that they fired him and made it look like he quit for his daughter. Well, that was the thing. They didn't fire him.
Yeah, no, I don't think anyone ever
He
said
walked away. Yeah. Like, there was no firing. Like, DC... Okay, and I think maybe this is where the Snyder Cut people get it twisted. Zack Snyder wasn't fired. He literally, and okay, I will say this, and I actually had to say this to somebody the other day in regards to stuff like this. But if you think that if you feel like in any way, shape, form, or fashion that DC / Warner Brothers fired, Zack Snyder, or you feel like it was made to look like it, that is on you. Because Zack Snyder made it very obvious why he was leaving, that he was stepping away because of his daughter committing suicide. There was never, matter of fact, DC and Warner Brothers came out and supported him. In this decision. They supported him.
Where did the firing shit come from? They just make up reasons to be mad. Yeah. They want the fire cut.
See, this is okay. I'm gonna tell you what this is, because I see this. I don't want to get political here right now, even though technically, politics is in everything. And honestly, I hate that saying, because honestly, your life is political. Everything about your life is political. Get the fuck over it. But I don't want to get granularly political. But I will say I see this a lot in politics, politics traditional, because people will read a news story somewhere, regardless of whether or not it's from a credible source, and then they never do any research to back it up.
Yeah.
And then what ultimately winds up happening is you're told a lie, and you believe that lie, and because and when someone comes to you and tells you something different that happens to be the truth, a lot of times people because the human brain is a strange thing. A lot of people think it's this complex thing. It is literally just a stack of meat with some electricity in it that's just trying to keep you alive. That's all it is. So anytime someone challenges something that your brain believes to be true, it's trying to protect you. So a lot of times what people do is when you see people irrationally rail back against you, when you present a fact to them, when you inform them that something they believe to be true is not, and it actually isn't, that's why people rail back so hard. Because their brain is literally like, no, he's going to stop eating if he finds out this isn't true, even if that's actually not true. The brain is weird. Don't put too much respect on it. But that said, no, that is not the case, never has been the case. Thank you for the super chat, though. Next up, $5 super chat from Chris Williams says, wasn't the whole point of Infinite Crisis that the DC Comics got too dark? Yeah. Yeah, it kind of was. But the funny thing about it was they just stayed dark. Yep. They just stayed dark after that. They didn't even try. It's just what it is. It just is what it is. They literally took that shit and was like, you know what? We need to get away from this dark stuff. Introduce Superboy Prime.
Yeah. I mean, Marvel's done the same fucking thing, because DC went too dark, and then Marvel realized people kept saying there's a vent fatigue. You motherfuckers are doing events every other week. Slow that shit down. And then they do, like 3-4 years ago, they do fucking that Hickman New Avengers event where it just jumped forward in time. And then, before that it was Avengers versus X-Men. Yep. Then it was Original Sin, and then it was Axis, and then it was the Time Runs Out, and then it was fucking Secret War. So it's like, we just told you, bitch made punks, we tired of giving you all money, we tired of all these damn events, and then you done had a whole 9 come out one after another.
Can I keep it I'm gonna keep it real. Okay. That's actually part of the reason why I dropped out of comics for a brief moment. Roughly around 2000, I kind of came back around 2009, but I also took another little mini break. It's because I was tired of all the events. I was like, dude, I'm done. I was tired.
See, you took a break. I just took my ass to Image. That's all.
Look, this motherfucker hit him with the Martin Luther King Boondock speech.
Oh, yeah, I want to count.
He's like, I want to get to the mountaintop with you, Marvel. I want to reach the promised land with you, DC. But I'm moving to Image. God damn.
Why I took my talents to Image so damn fat, man? Listen. Well, before we ain't even gonna get into that. You got another $5 super chat from Jay Rye. Do you think a Crisis film trilogy that completely followed the comic would sell?
Okay. That reaction was really just me kind of thinking. That wasn't a reaction to the question. It was me thinking. It was. I was trying to process exactly how to even answer that. Okay, so real quick. First off, thank you for that super chat. I'm gonna tell you why I don't think it'll work. Because Crisis isn't a story you can tell in a trilogy. I don't think it is. There's too much going on, and we've already proven they couldn't even do it in like. Well, first off, they just didn't give a shit, but they weren't even able to do it on a TV show.
Yeah.
And typically TV is where you can pull off that long-term storytelling. They didn't even try. Now, I guess if you put the right kind of money behind it, you get the right people involved, people who actually give a shit about telling a good story and telling a story that comics fans will give a shit about. Okay, I'll put you like this. If you actually took the people who are in control of Marvel, you take the minds of Kevin Feige, you take the people who have built the MCU, and you sent them to DC and said, hey, actually, and you know what? I think DC should do this. I actually think DC should do this because it worked for Sony.
Yeah.
Just DC just needs to pull up to the Magic Kingdom, knock on the door, and ask for Kevin Feige and say, man, can y'all please help us get this shit right? Because I'm going to tell you, Kevin Feige could do it. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, it won't be slavish to the comics, but it would be the best possible adaptation you could ever hope to get. Yeah. It would be because the thing is, well, while Marvel isn't particularly like A1 when it comes to adapting comic book storylines, I think Marvel's good at doing something that just works better on. There's certain things that Marvel does, like they've taken from the comics, that actually translate better in the movies versus the comics. Like, I'm not gonna lie, Carter, you and I, we talked about this with regards to Falcon being Captain America. Like, I'm not gonna lie, when it originally happened in the comics, I was kind of like, okay. But when it happened in that movie, I ain't gonna lie, I had a tear in my eye. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, because the way it's one of those things, is certain things just translate better. Certain things just work better. The whole oh god, what am I blanking on? The whole idea of why Thanos is trying to do what he does. I feel like they did a better job of portraying that, even though originally I wish they would have went with the death storyline. But let's be fair, that storyline, if you actually put that on screen, that shit would have been fucking stupid. We would have laughed that shit out the theater. This, look, because we already laugh about it in comic book shops. I can't tell you how many times I've laughed at Thanos. Like, this man is out here OD wilding in these streets over some pussy. Yeah. And not just it ain't even no WAP. It ain't even no WAP. It's some DAP. It's some DAP. It's some dry ass pussy because it's death.
You had to find a way to incorporate WAP into this damn show. Oh my god.
Look.
But I mean, if we're keeping it a buck here, both Darkseid and Thanos is just stupid ass reasoning. They haven't gone the funny route with Darkseid though, but with Thanos, you know, nowadays anytime he's trying to do anything with death, Deadpool is involved somewhere, so it's like some weird ass love triangle between those three. And then you have Darkseid over here with DC. This motherfucker can't figure out a math problem.
Look, this motherfucker got shut down by ninth grade arithmetic.
Right? So it's like, if you think about both of these big time villains for both companies, they both got some dumbass fucking reasoning for the stuff they want. At least in the film, them going be like, I'm doing what's best for everybody. Y'all ain't gonna like it, but it reminds me of that movie Ants. What Thanos was trying to do was for the good of the colony.
Right, right. It made more sense than him just being a simp. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what he was. Look, because somebody else said it. Somebody else said in the chat. They say he was a simp.
Don't, please.
He was a simp.
I got to scroll back up and ban that person, because when I hear that and how you talk about Thanos when it comes to him just doing all this for pussy and all that, the first image that pops into my fucking head is Thanos sitting by a window with that Drake song Marvin's Room. That's what, I don't know why that comes in my fucking head, but that's what pops in my head. It's literally Thanos just looking, just
like looking at the, like, ain't this about a bitch? Ain't this just about a bitch?
I don't know why that's the first thing. I don't know, man.
Here, real quick, we got some super chats in here. We got Deus Imperium with the $5 super chat says, DC is way too dark with what Dr. Light did to Sue Dibney. Damn! DC really is. You know what? Honestly, some of the worst shit I've ever seen perpetrated in my life was by DC. It was by DC, goddammit. We also got another, by the way, thank you for that super chat, Deus Imperium. Was it the COBY coming through with the $5 super chat said DC did a hell of a job with their animated series in the 90s and early 2000s. Why they can't take that same energy and put it to the big screen? Here's the thing. Look, and I'm gonna tell you why. And the COBY is 1,000,000% hitting the nail on the head with the hammer, because we've asked this question thousands of times. Mm-hmm. You had a good Justice League movie, and you made good Justice League movies in the animated series or in the animated movies. Why can't you just you literally got the script? What was it, Suicide Squad? You had 2 good animated movies and somehow came out with a bad live action movie. You could have just took the same. You literally could have took the Batman Assault on Arkham or Suicide Squad Hell to Pay, and you could have just taken that as a blueprint and made a live action movie. And guess what? You didn't do it. You've had better Green Lantern animated movies and series, and you couldn't do that either. So yeah, DC, just like I said, they never take they never take the right message away. Like, okay, so you know what? You know what DC needs? DC needs Keenen Ivory Wayans, and I'm going to tell you why. How many of y'all are familiar with a little movie by the name of Don't Be a Menace in South Central While Drinking Your Juice in the Hood? They need Keenen Ivory Wayans because, remember, he played the mailman who would always pop up and be like, message. That's what DC needs. Anytime that they do something well and people are like, ooh, y'all did a good job, they need Keenen Ivory Wayans just pop up and be like, message. That's what they need. Maybe they'll actually learn. Maybe they'll actually learn some shit. Maybe. Who knows? Maybe. We'll hope. We can hope, right? Here, we got another one here from Dwayne Scott with a $5 super chat saying, just want a super chat. Dap and meat stack with electricity. LOL, man. Y'all got me dying over here. Hey, look, we just doing what we do, man. It's just what we do, man. But thank you. Thank you all of y'all who just super chatted here just now, man. I really appreciate it. Look, I want somebody, can we get somebody to animate Darkseid sitting in a classroom? I want somebody to make an animation of Darkseid sitting in the classroom and then gets called on like he hasn't been paying attention in class. He's just like staring off in the sky, and the teacher asks him to come up to the board, to come up to the dry erase board. They still do that? I don't know. Anyway, come to the dry erase board and answer the anti-life equation. And then that's his origin. That could be Darkseid's origin. Like, he just, like, as soon as the teacher calls, he just like, and the next thing you know, he just starts like swinging that big ass hammer around and breaking shit and starts creating parademons and shit because the motherfucker couldn't answer a goddamn math question. He's like, God damn it, that motherfucker called on me. God damn it. Where's the Justice League? I'm gonna kill him. That's what he's gonna do. Wait, Absolute Venom. The Absolute, the 199 from chat. Message. Dude, I love that. Dude, I love that shit. Dude, it's beautiful. Oh my God. But okay, here's the thing. I want to read DC's statement real quick because we just went way off in the weeds on that one. Yeah. DC did actually issue a statement in regards to Ray Fisher. I feel like it's not even important anymore. But I'm gonna read this motherfucker. Yeah. I'm gonna read this motherfucker. So in response to Ray Fisher saying that Jeff Johns, Joss Whedon, and John Berg had enablers, basically what was said by DC in there saying, wow, this is a long ass statement. Okay, anyway, we're just gonna I'm gonna run through it. Fuck it, we're gonna run through it because these are measured words. But they said in July, Ray Fisher's representatives asked DC Films president Walter Hamada to talk to Mr. Fisher about his concerns during the production of Justice League. The two had previously spoken when Mr. Hamada asked him to reprise his role as Cyborg in Warner Brothers' upcoming Flash movie, together with other members of the Justice League. Interjection, I remember this. Cyborg was supposed to be in the Flash movie in its earliest conception. Let's see. In their July conversation, Mr. Fisher recounted disagreements he'd had with the film's creative team regarding his portrayal of Cyborg, and complained that his suggested script revisions were not adopted. Mr. Hamada explained that creative differences are a normal part of the production process, and that a film's writer/director ultimately has to be in charge of these matters. Now, I also want to jump in here because this is very true. And once again, I think this goes back to Ray Fisher being a theater actor first, not a Hollywood actor. He's used to his suggestions being taken as the gospel, because that is more, actually I don't even think it's as likely to happen in theater, but I feel like in theater it is a little bit more collaborative effort. Let's keep it going here. Notably, Mr. Hamada also told Mr. Fisher that he would elevate his concerns to Warner Media so they could conduct an investigation. At no time did Mr. Hamada ever throw anyone under the bus, as Mr. Fisher has falsely claimed, or render any judgments about the Justice League production, in which Mr. Hamada had no involvement, since filming occurred before Mr. Hamada was elevated to his current position. While Mr. Fisher never alleged any actionable misconduct against him, Warner Media nonetheless initiated an investigation into the concerns he'd raised about his character's portrayal. Still not satisfied, Mr. Fisher insisted that Warner Media hire an independent third-party investigator. Yeah. Now, this is where I think some of the stuff comes in. I think he's just mad his scenes got cut. And he had to say booyah. That's what he's mad about. Anyway.
Here's the thing. I saw someone in chat say that Ray Fisher recently tweeted something out. And I'm looking at it now, and he's more so he's showing the email between himself and an investigator, because he's basically saying that WB is trying to discredit him. And he says he's actually in the process, because this is what he tweeted out yesterday with a video. I can't send it to you. It's getting on my fucking nerves. But basically, he's vetting the investigator now to make sure everything is fair about what is being said. So,
here, I'll pull it up.
Yeah.
We'll run.
There it is. Cool. I got you. I'm
Wait a minute. Ed Boy the Cut hit that $2 super chat. Said DC hit that as per my last email. But hey, are they wrong? I'm just saying. It says, this investigator has attempted multiple times to meet with Mr. Fisher to discuss his concerns, but to date, Mr. Fisher has declined to speak to the investigator. Warner Brothers remains committed to accountability and to the well-being of every cast and crew member on each of its productions. It also remains committed to investigating any specific and credible allegation of misconduct, which thus far Mr. Fisher has failed to provide. Okay, so here I'm gonna pull this up.
Yeah, I just sent it to you. And see, Luzosaurus just said something in chat where I don't know, man. I don't know how I want to feel about it, but he basically just said that this dude has only been Cyborg and one other role. He needs to chill. And then you have Mr. 425 right under him saying he's doing too much. This dude thinking he Denzel. Here's my thing. This all started because he said there was some fuckery going on during the shoots. He even then showed the video with Jason Momoa sitting right next to him with the bullshit statement he made. And Jason Momoa kind of gave him a look. What we have to remember.
I remember that shit.
What we got to remember here is that he's simply saying that there was some foul shit going on during that shoot. Mind you, Gal Gadot has not said anything. Jason Momoa has not said anything. Ben Affleck has not said anything. Ben Affleck has only said that he was drunk. during this motherfucking movie. So I think that's more so because the other actors are more high profile and they don't want to fuck up their bag right now, as opposed to him who didn't even get a lot of screen time in the movie. So it's more so like, you did me dirty in this film. I don't like the shit that happened during the shooting. So if I'm going out, I'm finna go out and put all of y'all asses on blast real quick. So I don't know if I would say that he needs to chill. I think it's coming from a kind of foul little place. I think this is some shit you should have said beforehand, not when you may or may not have talked to Snyder and he told you that his cut was coming out, and now you want to say some shit.
So, I think he's trying to. I think you know what this is. You know what this is. I've seen this before. I've seen this before. Have you ever been working with somebody and you find out they're moving off to get a higher position at another place?
Okay.
And they're gassing it up.
Yeah.
Making it sound real good. They're like, oh man, I want to give him what you getting on. So then you start big upping your guy, and because you trying to leave and go where they at. Like, that's what it is. I think he's just trying to get in Zack Snyder's pocket so he knows. He's basically trying to get that Samuel L. Jackson gig where, like, you have Samuel Jackson, like, he's always in Quentin Tarantino shit.
Yes,
and you know how Denzel, anytime Antoine Fuqua got a movie, Denzel getting that phone call, that's what he's trying to get. He's like, no, I'm trying to get that forever bag.
Yeah, again, because I think that goes back to, Momoa, Gal Gadot, like, they know their bag is secured, ready to go. Not really with this brother, since we didn't really get to see anything from him because all his stuff got cut out. So I get it. I get it.
Yeah, no, I totally get it. Like, and y'all can see it right here. I got the tweet up. I got the tweet up right here where he says, thank you for all your support, for seeing through Warner Brothers Pictures' desperate and scattershot attempt to discredit me to continue to protect you. Look, look. This... Oh, Lord Jesus. Okay, here's the difference. I see. Because I saw somebody brought up John Boyega. Okay, and we were going to talk about that, but I'm not going to spend a lot of time on it because it's already some shit we know.
Yeah.
But here's the thing you need to look at with this in regards to this versus what was going on with John Boyega. Honestly, I seriously believe that, where were his scenes cut? Yes, they were cut. We know they were cut. Because the scenes were shot. We've seen the football scenes and all the other scenes. We've seen this stuff, but it just wasn't in the final picture. And I honestly think that he felt like his big screen debut should have been bigger than what it was. Yeah. But at the same time, the big difference between John Boyega and Ray Fisher is that John Boyega, it was very obvious that the studio didn't know what to do with him.
Yeah.
Far more obvious than this shit right here. Like straight up and down. John Boyega even came out and said that, y'all knew what to do with Daisy Ridley and and what's your boy's name? I don't know why I'm blanking on his actual name. I know his actual name, but I'm just going to call him Kylo Ren. Anyway, y'all knew what to do with those two. Yeah. Y'all knew what to do with all these other characters, but you didn't know what to do with your characters of color. Yeah, and Adam Driver, that's what it was. Okay, yeah. I don't know why I couldn't think of his name for the life of me. And the thing is, I love the dude. I love Adam Driver. I think he's a great actor. But I just could not think of that motherfucker's name to save my life.
It was going to bug me if I couldn't have figured that shit out by the time the show ended.
It was hurting my feelings. I'm not gonna lie. But they knew what to do with all these other characters who were white, but not what to do. And it was very obvious Disney didn't support him. Disney also didn't support many of its other actors of color who were on that set. What was it? Was it Kelly Marie? I love how I can remember the chick that played Rose. I can remember her name, but I couldn't remember Adam Driver. Well, but was it Kelly Marie Tran? Disney didn't step up for her. Disney didn't come up and be like, "Hey, y'all need to calm down with all the jokes about Rose." Disney ain't say shit. You know what Disney did? Disney did, like, have you ever I don't know if any of y'all have ever actually been on the set of a reality show or a game show or anything where like it's supposed to be real. But they pulled that shit where like it was like when Kelly Marie Tran was getting clowned out here in these streets. It was almost like she came to Disney like, man, they're clowning me in these streets. And Disney like, oh, come here. There. Come on here. Let's pat you on your back. And they looked at the camera and was like, keep it rolling. Keep that shit rolling. Look, because they didn't give a shit because it was basically driving attention towards its movie. Yeah. They didn't give a shit. And we also know that they didn't give a shit because what was it they did when they came out with Force Awakens? They were very, very transparent about the fact that the marketing was so shitty towards black and brown people with the Force Awakens. They had posters, trailers showing your boy John the Boyega out here with a lightsaber. Like they had us thinking, oh man, dude, we about to get a brother with a lightsaber. Oh shit, that's about to go down. And then we find out this dude is gonna be just a chump who is simping for Rey and is garbage with a lightsaber, has no force capability until they decide in the third movie to be like, oh yeah, by the way, he's force sensitive. Man, fuck y'all. And then and then y'all kind of teased at in the first movie they were gonna have this relationship, and then next thing you know, you saddle him with the one other black character that was in the entire movie. Like a black girl shows up in the last like 30 minutes of the third movie in the trilogy, in the Force Awakens trilogy, and y'all were like, yeah, just put them together. Yeah. They're black. They'll get along. That's some 80s movie shit. Like, you know, the 80s movies, like there were ever two black characters they had to be dating. Like they had to be dating. They couldn't just know each other. Yeah, or like if it was like, or they had to be friends. They had to be cool with each other in some way. It's like I don't know this motherfucker.
I like how this whole situation made you so mad. You had to talk about how you didn't like certain shit in Star Wars real quick. Because we didn't stop talking about Ray Fisher a while ago because you just needed to let off some shots. Your grandmama that came out of you, pimping.
Dude, right?
You
Dude,
look. Some shots off real quick.
Hey, look, it's shoot season. Yeah. Look, it's shoot season, goddammit. Well, look, we got some super chats here. Let's see here. What we got. Wait, here's one. Tex-Mex Studio says, I just found an actor who would be perfect for the role as Eobard Thawne, Anthony Starr, who plays Homelander. You are not wrong. I think he'd make a good Eobard Thawne.
About that. I would like to see that. I wouldn't mind seeing that.
We're going to talk about The Boys here in a little while. Don't worry. We're going to talk about that. I do want to point out, have you, Carter, real quick, have you watched the show they do now after each episode with Aisha Tyler?
No, because I don't typically watch after shows.
Me neither. However, I was lazy and I was playing Avengers while I was watching The Boys. And when the third episode went off, it rolled into that. I gotta admit, the guy, Anthony Starr, he is so opposite of the character he plays, it's not even funny.
Yeah.
Like that dude is just like, he is just sunshine and rainbows and puppy dogs and just, here's, oh child. I was just like, Lord.
That shocked me because before Homelander, I was watching Banshee.
Okay, yeah. So
seeing him like just talk about that show and just seeing how he is, it's just like, you're not that dude at all.
Not even close. Not even close.
Shit, this dude has range like a motherfucker. Okay, then.
Oh yeah, no, he's got it. He's got that shit.
Yeah. So I wouldn't mind seeing Eobard.
Look, wait a minute. By the way, man, thank you for that $5 super chat. Lemon Peace coming through with a $2 super chat says, what I miss? You missed, man, we just been talking about Ray Fisher, and then I got into a tangent about John Boyega and Star Wars, and that's pretty much it. We just been talking shit. Thank you for that super chat. Oh my God, this is my dude right here. Hold on, my dude, Ping Rose. Man, what's going on, my guy? Dude, Ping be having me wilding sometimes. We follow each other on Facebook, man. That dude be having me about to die. This one, look, I woke up this morning because I don't like. I'm one of those motherfuckers that, like, when I Facebook, I get on there for like maybe 10, 15 minutes, and then I post a bunch of shit, and then I jump right the fuck off, and I don't come back till the next day. This motherfucker had me about to die last night. I had posted some shit talking about like talking about it was like rap music. It was talking about how like when you it says people blame rap music for violence. So what was Christopher Columbus listening to on his way to America? And I said straight out of Europe.
Oh.
And dude, P came back. I can't even repeat what we said. Would be the lyrics for the song. I can't repeat it. But Pink was like, I don't like how we both are too. I don't like how good we both are at that. Because we were kind of slick coming up with the first like 2 or 3 bars of what the song would be. But no, anyway. But yeah, that's my guy right there, dude. Man, I love, dude. By the way, also fantastic musician. If y'all need to go follow my guy Ping on Twitter, Instagram. Also makes really funny videos. But yeah, he says Cyborg isn't even that popular as a character. He actually really isn't. You think about it.
You know, he got that. Well, we were talking about this in your Discord. Why I wasn't a fan of Rey Mysterio.
Mm-hmm.
Cyborg is basically the same thing.
We need a black dude.
Yeah, we need to put somebody over here that's big, that people will know.
And we need a young one. They said we need a young one. We need a young black man to be in the Justice League. Yeah,
because think about that shit. Like, he just was randomly put on the Justice League team. Like, they knew they had to get somebody people would know. And
right.
You know they're going to pick Cyborg even before the movie shit came about, because a lot of people are going to know him from fucking Teen Titans cartoon, not the comic cartoon. So
that's the thing. He's more popular as a cartoon character than as a comic book character.
Yes. Yeah. So that's when you say that he's not that popular of a character, I would agree in the sense of he shouldn't have been on the fucking Justice League.
No.
We all know why you get that shit.
You mean to tell me you bypassed Black Lightning, Mr. Terrific, John Stewart?
Yeah.
You bypassed Vixen. You bypassed all of these other black characters that could have been in that spot, and they were like, "No, we're gonna go with Cyborg."
Well, here's the thing with that then, but John Stewart was good where he was. You know, John Stewart was a Green Lantern. He was a purple or whatever, Violet Lantern, whatever the fuck. He was good where he was. Nobody knew who the fuck Black Lightning was. I cannot tell you, okay, how many times people have always come, like, just you could tell these motherfuckers don't know anything, and then I almost like I have to catch myself from like just backhand shit out of them. But I have seen so many people who think that Black Lightning is just a grown-up Static Shock. So,
dude, that shit upsets
him in the fucking Justice League. You didn't put Steel in the fucking Justice League because people saw him on the Justice League cartoon, but he was basically fucking cannon fodder, and no one wants to talk about the Shaq movie. So they had to do something. So they just insert fucking Cyborg, but it was either way. You damned if you do, you damned if you don't. Either way, it was still shit.
Right. No, that's 1,000%.
Yeah.
Here we got another one from my guy. By the way, Pink, thank you for that super chat. We got another one in here from Conway Bergdog. Says just got to Nashville, but Fisher seems like an uppity little chump that's mad he didn't get the attention he wanted. $4.99 super chat. Damn, that man came with the hold on. Brat.
Yeah.
Brat.
I don't know if I would say that. I mean, if the brother got mistreated on set, I mean, him out. I'm just damn. I mean, if I'm supposed to get certain scenes in a movie, I want my attention. Don't cut all my shit out. But at the same time, like he's talking about, he was mistreated on set, and that's the one thing I was trying to talk about earlier. We got to kind of take that into this whole situation.
Right.
That's the only.
No, it's
So I don't know. You might think that he's a tool and he uppity a little bit. Just
he a little bougie.
Look, and he is, and I think that's the problem here. I think people don't like the fact that it was an asshole who was mistreated because they're more so focused on the fact that he's an asshole, but he was still quite possibly an asshole who was mistreated. So you gotta kind of take that into account. So
right. It's like I tell everybody. Everybody has that one asshole friend.
Yeah.
And if you don't have that one asshole friend, you might be that asshole.
Yeah.
Anyway, thank you for that super chat. Poe Archer Media coming through the $5 super chat says solidarity to the cave. Yes, that's what I'm talking about, dude. That's my guy. Poe Archery Media out here whipping that ass, working on that Sankofa's embrace, man. Y'all need to go check that shit out.
Cyborg is better on Doom Patrol. He actually is.
He actually is better on Doom. Like I keep saying that. I don't know why y'all don't be listening to me. He's better on Doom Patrol. That's my Cyborg. That's my Cyborg, motherfucker.
Has he said booyah yet?
He has. He actually has. He has.
Was it first season?
He said in the first season and the second season. Because he had, I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think he said it when he beat up old girl. When he beat up when he clapped the cheeks.
He didn't put hands on this woman. He laid hands on this.
He laid hands. Look, look, he clapped them cheeks sideways.
Oh my God. That boy said, booyah, each stroke.
He was like, booyah. Yeah, all right, we need to cut that out.
Yeah, we do.
Look, here, let's get off this Ray Fisher bullshit. Okay, real quick. Y'all know we're not gonna spend a lot of time on this because we're actually gonna cut a lot of stories because some of it just honestly ain't just worth talking about. Yeah. Yes, the Batman has the Rona. Yes, production has been halted, and no, Robert Pattinson did not talk to Christopher Nolan about the goddamn role. He didn't even tell him he was auditioning for Batman when they were working together on the movie Tenet, which he directed. However, one thing I find very interesting in all this, because, Christopher Nolan, because of the movie Tenet, he's been getting asked a lot of questions. Christopher Nolan, director of the Dark Knight trilogy, he has been working with, David Washington. Yeah. Or actually John David Washington, who some of you may recognize, well, obviously from the movie Tenet, of course, duh. But you'd also recognize him from Black Klansman, so on and so forth. And the funny thing about that is, Christopher Nolan's had some time to work with his brother. And you know what he said? Christopher Nolan said, while we're talking about Batman, he said, who I think should be playing the Green Lantern? He thinks it should be your boy John David Washington, Denzel's boy. He said, I want Denzel's boy for Green Lantern. He basically went on what is his now this actually came up during an interview that Dorian Parks did. He conducted with Christopher Nolan about the movie Tenet. This is actually where this came up. I'm not gonna play the video because I don't want the strike. I just don't want it. I just don't want it. However, I'm trying to see because apparently Boss Logic supposedly did an imagining.
Yeah, I did see that. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I'm about to say I'm trying to see if I was trying to see if I could find it, but let me see something. Maybe there it is. Found it. Here we go. Here, let's do it this way. Boom. So yeah, Boss Logic went back and kind of like superimposed the Green Lantern ring on John David Washington. Put the green eyes on the Green Lantern symbol, all that good stuff. I mean, I could see him as John Stewart. I could actually see him. He wouldn't be my first pick, but I could actually see this brother as John Stewart. Not to mention I feel like he's got the cadence. I feel like he could have the cadence for it because, he tries real hard not to be his daddy. But it's one of them things when you somebody's son who's famous, I'm sorry, it's one of them things, you just gonna have to talk like him. You just gonna have to talk like him. It's kind of like how, what's a good example? Remember how everybody was wilding out about, was it John Witherspoon? How his son
Wasn't in Boondocks?
Yeah, and they were talking about how oh God, what was it? They were talking about how like his son could impersonate him perfectly, which he could. Mm-hmm. He actually could. Good. And as well as things like, yeah, when you grow up around somebody, yeah, you're gonna be able to do that. I mean, I'm not saying it's not impressive, but the fact that like, people were shocked, I was like, well, I mean, that is his dad. Mm-hmm. If anybody's gonna be good at like, imitating, John Witherspoon, it would likely be his son. But no, whenever I watch a movie with John David Washington in it, I always kind of feel like he's trying real hard not to sound like Denzel, but this is one of those things. He's Denzel's son. Of course, he's 50% Denzel. Of course he's going to sound like Denzel every now and again. But I don't know. It's just me.
See, I don't want people to get mad at me when I say this, and I know that he's not campaigning, but he wouldn't be mad if it did happen. He wouldn't be my first, second, third, eighth.
Damn! This man, he wouldn't even be my 20th.
I don't know. Like when I look at him, I don't see a Jon Stewart. I see a young Jon Stewart when he was in them streets in the hood, dude. Like put little Denzel in Static Shock movie. Make him Bang Baby or something. I don't see him as Jon Stewart. I don't. I'm sorry. I don't.
You know what? I tell you who I probably... Oh, no. I don't know if I can see him as that character either. I don't know. I could probably see him as Hardware.
See him as who?
I could probably see him as Hardware. Maybe. I don't know. Depends.
I don't see, like... I've seen how he's trying to be in Tenet. I've watched him on The Rock's football show, Ballers. I saw him on Black Panther.
I forgot he was on Ballers.
Yeah. So it's just like... I look at Damage or something. I don't know, man. Like, I don't see him as Jon Stewart. I'm telling you, just put him in the... He could probably be a good... This is going to make me sound so horrible. He could probably be a good, dangerous, urban Bang Baby. Put him in Static Shock movie. Put him in Static Shock movie. Or put him in Black Light and have him be the new main villain. Let him kill the albino man. I don't fucking know.
Damn.
Common as Jon Stewart, and that is a $5 super chat from APX. I never agreed with that. I thought that was kind of honestly.
No, I don't know if I'd want to see him as... I wouldn't want to see him as John. I know that was a popular thing because he technically was brought on to play him. Yeah, he was John. Yeah, he was actually brought on, but I never rocked with that. Yeah. Here, wait a minute. We got one from Lemon Piece too. $5 super chat says, "I'm sorry, Nolan, but John Boyega would be the best Jon Stewart. That man got the heart." No. I mean, yeah. I mean, look. I'm not saying that. Yeah, okay. I can see John Boyega elsewhere. Yeah. I think his services are better suited elsewhere, not as Jon Stewart. I don't know if I can see that. What's that?
Tell me if you're wrong with this one. What's the motherfucker's name that does the Allstate commercials?
Oh, Dennis Haysbert?
I can see that more so as Jon Stewart.
Yeah, if he was like older Green Lantern, because Dennis Haysbert, that motherfucker, he up there.
No, I know that, but I can see him much more than
yeah. I think, has he not? No, he never did a voice for him, but I always feel like Dennis Haysbert has played a superhero or something.
I swear to God, I've heard him on some cartoon.
Yeah, he's you know what, because now I have to look it up.
He's been on Justice League.
I was going to say, I have to look it up. I have to look it up now. I can't not look it up.
We got another $5 super chat from Lemon Piece saying, hot take. No light-skinned Jon Stewart.
No. Okay. So check this out. Check this out.
I'm listening.
Apparently, he played a guard in the old Incredible Hulk TV show.
Oh, shit.
And let's see here. I'm scrolling up. I'm scrolling up. Dude, I forgot he was Pedro Serrano in Major League. My fucking God. Dude, oh my God. I forgot that was him. Okay.
Dennis
Also,
Hooper as Boot. You know what? You guys are absolutely right. I think he'd be great as Boot Marvel.
the new Batman Adventures. He played Barkley James in an episode.
I never watched those.
The new Adventures of Batman or the new Batman Adventures. That was like the fourth season.
Those are two separate things.
Yeah, the new Batman Adventures. That was okay. So it was Batman TAS. It was the animated series, but it was the final season of that, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay, because the one that I'm thinking, the new Adventures of Batman. Either way, I know that whichever the fuck one we're talking about right now.
Kilowog. That's who he played. He was Kilowog on the Justice League cartoon.
I knew I heard his ass on Justice League. Yeah. I knew he was.
Like I said, I knew he did a voice. He did a voice. I just didn't know which one it was. Yeah. And apparently, I think there might be another one that he did. I'm looking. I'm double checking myself.
Mike Coulter?
Oh shit! I forgot. He was Minute. Remember? Was it Michael Clark Duncan? He passed away, and when they finally made the sequel to Sin City, he replaced Michael Clark Duncan. He was Minute in Sin City: A Dame to Kill For. I forgot about that. I really did. I straight up forgot about that shit. Damn. I fucking forgot about that shit. Oh my god. Oh, and he plays God in.
Spoilers. That's why I didn't read that one.
Sorry.
Spoilers.
My bad. I don't watch Lucifer, so anyway. Sorry.
He's still spoiling.
I ain't shit, and I don't care. Anyway, Melanated Timeline 499 Super Chat says, "What's good, everyone? Hope everyone is healthy and wearing their mask." Carter was wearing his mask earlier. And I think he's going to go get it. No, the Melanated Timeline, man, y'all need to go check. Also, by the way, if y'all got time, go check it out. I actually did a really awesome podcast. I was a guest on their show the other day, earlier this week. Shit, I don't know. God damn, man, time has flown. But anyways, y'all should go check it out. Thank you for that super chat, by the way. Look, my guy got the mask on. He's like, nah, I can't be. He's like, I can't be a privy to this fuckery. This man gonna get us canceled. Kay Garrick says, Giancarlo Esposito needs to be Thal Sinestro, and John Boyega needs to be Mr. Terrific, outsmarting Batman in the film. I could see John Boyega as Mr. Terrific, possibly. I could see that, maybe. I could definitely see Giancarlo Esposito as Sinestro.
That would be gangster.
Yeah,
that would be a good one.
I'd be with that. And then, this is what you were talking about earlier, the one from Lemon Piece, the $5 super chat said, hot take, no light skinned Jon Stewart. Okay, yeah, I see that shit. Thank you for that super chat, by the way. Andrew Wisdom says, was it The Rock as Namor? Just give me a yes or no, fam. Do you dig it? No, I can see
Absolutely the fuck not. No.
What?
Get out of here. Get out of here. No.
Dude, I can see it. I think he can do it. I don't
want to see fucking Dwayne Johnson screaming Imperious Rex. No.
Dude, it would be amazing.
No.
But see, here's the thing, though. But you know what it would combat, though? You know how people like had that lukewarm reception to how The Rock was portraying Black Adam in that animated trailer? People were like, oh, this is terrible. Like he's downplaying Black Adam's like, no, he's actually playing Black Adam the way Black Adam is. Black Adam's not like the personality that people are used to seeing The Rock portray. That's not Black Adam. Black Adam doesn't come in and smack the poontang pie out of people's mouths and ask them if they can smell what Kahndaq is cooking. That's not what he does. He doesn't do that shit.
Could you imagine him fighting Shazam and then out of nowhere he just stops real quick just to go and then just slap shit out of him? Like, come on,
dude,
man.
If he did it, I ain't gonna lie. That movie would be 10 out of 10 if he did it.
I don't want to see The Rock as Namor screaming Imperious Rex, but then he got to do the eyebrow real quick when he said, get the fuck on out of here with that bullshit. Y'all just thinking about whatever white woman they would make Sue Storm because you want to see him do the eyebrow and then her turn invisible in another region. Y'all some damn freaks. Get the fuck out of here with that Dwayne Johnson is Namor around here. Y'all gonna stop playing with me. Y'all want to get put in the hole. That's why y'all doing this shit. Fuck with
damn.
Because you know I like banning people. No.
He's like, no, man. And that's the year. This was the one you were talking about earlier with Mike Calder, Luke Cage. Maybe.
No.
I don't know. Maybe. You know, here's the thing with Mike Coulter, though. He's a little too reserved.
Mm-hmm.
He's a little too reserved. I actually would like him better as somebody else. I don't know. I can't think of who, though. I think he would make a better Steel. I feel like he'd make a better Steel. No. It's about Mike Coulter.
Mike Coulter?
Yeah, I think he'd make a better Steel. Just me. And then we got one from Jarrell Boza. Says, funny story. My grandmother is 94 and her favorite song is WAP. God
no, thank you, sir.
Damn.
Didn't need to know that. Did not need to know that. Did not need to know that.
Thank you for that.
I don't want that. You put that mental picture in my fucking head. I hope you know. I don't want to see, because she can't move the hip all the way because she's too old. So she got to like get the fuck out of here, man. Why did you do that?
Hey, look. Hey, it's empowering. Okay. But thank y'all. Thank everybody who super chatted. Thank you so much. Y'all are awesome. Look, we got one last thing. Actually, we technically got two more things to talk about. We don't even have that much time to talk about them. But real quick, let's go ahead and run through them. I'm gonna, you know what? God, man. Okay, so let's see here. I'm skimming this shit because
yeah, I'm looking as well.
Okay, you know what? We're going to talk about Eternals. And we'll probably talk about one more thing. And yeah. You know what? We're not going to talk about Noelle Stevenson because she fucked up. She knows she fucked up. And I'm going to go ahead and tell you right now.
We talked about that like week before that, didn't we?
Well, no, she came out with a statement, a new statement a few days ago. And I don't even, we'll see where we're at after Eternals and the other thing. We're going to talk about Eternals. Let's see here. What is it? We got another one. Drobo says John Boyega is Night Thrasher now. Play cut the check. Actually, I'm not gonna lie.
Cut the check.
There you go. I like that one. I can see that. I can see it. I can see that one.
Yeah, just basically have him being the attack the block dude.
Dude, that's basically what he is.
That would be dope.
He's already played Night Thrasher. He just didn't have the armor.
Mm-hmm.
But no, the Eternals director, who you may or may not know, is Chloe Zhao. Which I'm trying to remember what else she has done. I know she's been on the indie circuit a good bit. I know she did Songs My Brothers Taught Me, The Rider, and Nomadland. All of which
never heard of them.
I've heard of them. I've never actually seen them.
Yeah.
I am aware of what they are. I know what they are. They're basically kind of like indie darling films. Indie darling films. Which that's what Marvel does right now. That's what they do. They pick up indie darling directors, and that's just where they go from there. Mm-hmm. But the Eternals director said the film's LGBTQ relationship is inherent to her story. They go on to say that in a recent Hollywood Reporter piece, Zhao and Marvel Studios president Kevin Feige provided a few details on the upcoming film and how essential its diversity is to its story. The LGBTQ relationship fans will see in the upcoming blockbuster was always sort of inherent in the story and the makeup of the different types of Eternals. I think it is extremely well done, Kevin Feige said. He said, and I look forward to that level of inclusion in our future movies being less of a topic. Where Zhao said her wanting a diverse cast for the film was rooted in more than just a desire for it to mirror the real world. I wanted it to reflect the world we live in, the director said, but also I wanted to put a cast together that feels like a group of misfits. I didn't want the jocks. I want you to walk away at the end of the movie not thinking this person is this ethnicity.
Okay.
That person is that nationality. No, I want you to walk away thinking that's a family. You don't think about what they represent. You see them as individuals. Now, that said, when you look at the cast, and the cast is very diverse. It's a very diverse cast. I mean, heck, we got Paperboy from Atlanta in that joint.
You got some call him that, man. You got some call him.
I mean, I could have called him Miles' dad, but I mean, I didn't want to do that either. But no, I always like joking. But no, Brian Tyree Henry, Kamal Nanjiani, what was it? We got Angelina Jolie, Salma Hayek.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
What?
Don Lee. Let's see here. Who else we got here? Kit Harington, who's going to be playing the Black Knight. Gemma Chan, who technically was already in Captain Marvel, playing a completely different character. Wonder how that's going to work out.
I didn't know Black Knight was going to be in the Eternals movie.
Yeah, no, Black Knight. They actually got Jon Snow himself. If I'm not mistaken. Also, they got his other, his not brother. For those who are, spoilers for Game of Thrones. Because Richard Madden is playing Icarus. The guy that played Robb Stark in Game of Thrones, he's playing Icarus. There's a lot of people in it. They what was it? They said they even are you look a little bit up in the article, they talk about deaf actor Lauren Ridloff, who's gonna be playing Makari. Like there's a lot there. So I actually dig it because I mean honestly, that's kind of what the Eternals are. They're a band of misfits. Yeah. They should be represented as and sometimes, excuse me, that is the best sort of family, as a family of people who don't look like they should be together. Yeah. A group of people who, despite that's actually, and maybe a lot of people don't catch this, but it's why the Avengers works. It's why Guardians of the Galaxy works. It's because you're putting a group of people together who really shouldn't be in the same room with each other. Yeah. That was what made Avengers special, because you got Captain America, you've got Thor, you've got Hulk, you've got Black Widow and Hawkeye, Iron Man, all that stuff. These are characters who you look at and you're like, wow, they don't really belong together. Like they're not, they don't have a whole lot in common other than being superheroes in a lot of respects. And I think that's I think when you play that up, it works. Yeah. And yeah, I do agree. Yeah, you should have your characters mirror the world we live in. It's one of those things I find really funny that, like, people demand diversity. They always want to see black this and brown this, but don't want to see gay this and gay that, or disabled person here, disabled person there. It's like you want it when it suits you, but you got to have it. It works both ways. You're gonna have characters because it's just the way our world is. And not even the way the world is, it's the way the world always has been. It's just that you see it more now because of social media. But gay people have been around for a long time. And by a long time, I mean since virtually the dawn of time. It's not a new thing that just cropped up like a couple of years ago. It's a thing. It's been around a minute. But and some people may like it, some people may not. But hey, you can always opt to not go see the movie. Yeah. That's what I do.
I can't wait till this just becomes a non-factor. Where you have to constantly, because that's the only thing that honestly irks me about this, is that they had to come out and tell you this, like.
Well,
I think it's more so just because I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit if someone's gay or not. It's just like.
Right. That's where I'm at. Yeah. Okay,
I want to know when you motherfuckers are going to start shooting the movie. I don't give a shit how many gay couples you have in it. When are you going to start shooting? Where is the location? Where are the trailers then? That's
right, yeah.
Okay. Well, I would have found that out once I watched the fucking movie. I don't know why you need to come out and say this shit. So like that's where I'm at with it. Honestly, I'm right there with them. I can't wait until this is just motherfuckers ain't got to come out and say this
right.
Shit.
Well, I mean, because think about it. Like, and I'm going to tell you what, the message isn't even really for us. That message, what they're talking about, is not even for us. It's for the audience that they are trying to let know, hey, we see you. That's it. Like the message isn't even for, like me as a bog standard, cis, straight, black male. That message wasn't for me. I mean, I guess in a way, in the sense that saying, that like, hey, we want, people from all walks of life, yes. But the LGBTQ part, it doesn't speak to me. It speaks to it speaks to my stepchild. It speaks to my cousin. It speaks to one of my uncles. It speaks to some of my friends and other family members and coworkers and cohorts and other people who I have within my circle. That is who that message was for. It wasn't for us, on the whole. But yeah, no, I'm with Kevin Feige. I'm with you. I'm with all that shit. Like, yeah, I'm ready for the time where we don't have to say it. It just is what it is, and we don't have to explain it. We don't have to drag it out. It's just it's just a thing that we do, and no one puts any thought towards it. Because like y'all know me. Y'all know me. How many times have I said it? I don't care who the fuck anyone's fucking. Because they're fictional fucking characters. And even in real life, I don't care who the fuck anyone's fucking. You know why? Because I ain't fucking them. So why do I... Look, the only person I care about who's fucking who is my wife.
That's the subtitle of this stream. I don't care who's fucking who.
Right? Look, if someone says, "Hey man, you hear Blerd's wife is fucking so-and-so," excuse me. I am today years old.
Yeah, I
would be upset.
Like, I don't care who's fucking who. Just don't do it in my house. You don't pay bills in this bitch.
Right? Exactly. Like, only person clapping cheeks in this house is me. But let's move it along. We're also going to talk about the fact that they say that Kevin Feige and Chloe Zhao have gone on to say that Eternals is going to be bigger than Avengers Endgame. That's a statement. But I know what they mean. Let's break it down.
Please do. Please do.
Okay, so in this same interview, because basically this was all kind of spread out.
Yeah.
Basically in the interview, Zhao went on to talk about, her experience in making this movie, saying that I shot exactly the way I wanted to shoot. On location, a lot of magic hour, 360 degrees on the same camera as I did Nomadland. Same rigs, it's a bit surreal. I'm still waiting for the shoe to drop. It hasn't. I think I got lucky in that Marvel wants to take risk and do something different. And going on, Kevin Feige kind of, and this is basically just kind of her just talking about how, you always hear people say that, oh, well, the directors are hamstrung. They don't get to do what they want. And it's like, no, she's like, no, I got to do exactly what I wanted. And basically what Kevin Feige goes on to say to kind of like reiterate some of what she's saying, says that her initial pitch to us was fascinating. And frankly, one of the reasons we moved forward on the movie was because of the vision that she brought to it. And then she goes on to say that I have such deep, strong manga roots. I brought some of that into Eternals, and I look forward to pushing more of that marriage of East and West, basically just bringing in that type of that kind of Eastern storytelling, something that I don't know if NSA Jose is in here right now, but he and I actually talked about this in the Discord channel the other day, talking about the difference between Eastern and Western storytelling, how you could tell the exact same story. You could have a Western take and an Eastern take. The Eastern take is always going to have that flavor that the Western take doesn't have, and vice versa. So it's going to be, so that alone is going to bring something to it that people aren't used to seeing in a Marvel movie. And then she also goes on to say that how much further and bigger can we go after Avengers Endgame? Because I'm not just making the film as a director, I'm making the film as a fan. And basically what she's trying to kind of get the point across is that, yeah, just like how you, me, everybody else, we all went to Avengers Endgame. We all had a good time with it, I hope. Unless you have no soul. We all went to that movie. We had a good time with it. We all wanted to know where things were going to go next. And she has just like how we have big ideas about what's going to be next, so does she. And I think that's actually pretty awesome. This is what happens, and this is why you're starting to get some of these movies, is because you have people who are actually fans of this genre, of these things that are being adapted, who are actually coming in and doing these movies. This is why I think Marvel is actually better at making these movies versus, say, I don't know, DC or what was it? We talked about, I think me and you talked about this. What was it? Valiant?
Yep.
With a Bloodshot?
Mm-hmm.
Nope. That they could have kept that shit. But yeah, I'm here for it. I want to see Eternals. I know it's been done getting shot. That movie was finished shooting December of last year, if I'm not mistaken. So, I mean, we haven't seen a trailer. I'm ready to see a trailer. I'm kind of curious to see where they take it, but, we'll just have to wait and see what happens. Last story. We're not going to talk about the Noelle Stevenson thing, but last story. And then we're going to talk about the boys for a minute, and then we'll move on to questions. But last story I want to talk about is remember how the week before we were talking about what movie Olivia Wilde could possibly be directing?
Yeah.
Well, she never gave me an answer. She didn't return my calls.
I'm more surprised you had her number and didn't tell nobody.
Hey, a man doesn't kiss and tell. Or does he?
I told you, no fucking in my house, and you ain't paying bills.
Right? Now, we talked about who the character could possibly be. We talked about Spider-Woman. Now, I brought my theory to the table saying that I don't think it's Spider-Woman, or that I do think it is Spider-Woman, but it would also not surprise me if it were the character Silk. Well, guess what? We have no news on that, but we do know we are apparently getting a Silk live-action TV series.
Yes.
This is supposedly a thing. So, yeah. I'm not upset with this. Well, I don't know. We'll see. I haven't read the story yet, so we're going to find out what's going on here. Says, there have been reports in the past regarding the Marvel Spider-Man character Silk. We'll be getting her own movie at Sony Pictures. Well, we are getting a live-action Silk project, but instead of a film, it's going to be developed as a TV series. So basically what's going to be happening is Lauren Moon, who's known for Good Trouble and Atypical, is in talks to write the series. And as a fan of the Korean-American Marvel heroine, it will be interesting to see how the show comes together and the visual style of it. So they say.
What are they going to put on? Is my question.
I do not know.
That's the main thing I'm thinking about, because I'm like, okay, they're not going to do a movie, all right? So it's going to be a TV series. The movies as of late haven't been the best, because the first thing that comes to mind is fucking Venom, and now you want to do a TV show from somebody I've never heard of, and we don't know where this show is going to air. So
yeah, no, we don't. Honestly, if it goes, well, it's Sony, so there's really no telling.
Yeah,
it's Sony, there's really no telling where the fuck it's gonna wind up at.
I think all this does now is it basically just kills any of the Silk hype that you and everyone else had a few episodes back. That's all that does. So I guess now it's more so definitive that it's probably going to be Spider-Woman.
It's gonna wind up being Jessica Drew, which that's a sad face. That's a sad face. But if they do it, I hope they actually get the actress who's already playing the character of Cindy Moon in the MCU currently. I mean, at least get her. She's already there. I mean, shit. Can we keep it uniform for once?
I mean, well, you know they can't do that because we got Michael Keaton in the fucking Morbius movie. That's not on, so who knows at this point? Tony will do what Tony wants to do, dog.
I'm not gonna lie, I forgot about Morbius. We got some super chats in here that we gotta tighten up. Here, let's see, we got one $10 super chat from Xander Dumas. Says, off topic. Now that talks about Black Panther 2 has surfaced and support for Shuri, maybe Boyega or Fisher can join the film. Still think Redeem Killmonger have become BP2. Also think BP2 will move to 2023. Probably. I will say, well, first off, thank you for that $10 super chat. I will say, I'm not going to lie to you. I really, honestly, I think it's probably in the best interest of all people, all parties involved. Just don't recast. Just don't. Just let it be what it is. That's the one thing
everyone can unanimously agree on is don't no.
Don't recast T'Challa.
You want to put it on somebody else, you can put the mantle on somebody else.
Yes.
No.
Do not recast T'Challa.
That's for Boyega or Fisher. I don't know about that.
I honestly, I would. Okay, first and foremost, I wouldn't want to see Ray Fisher nowhere near a Marvel movie right now, because he's already talked cash money shit about Marvel. So no, he does not get the Marvel bag. Fuck that motherfucker. He does not get a Marvel bag. You can't sit up here talking about how Zack Snyder makes better movies than Marvel, knowing you lying your black ass off.
Wow, his ass is black. Okay.
Hey, the shoe fit. You gonna sit up here you sitting up here like, I'm sorry, just that's just one of those things I can't get over. The fact that this man just sat up here and literally was filleting Zack Snyder with how good his movies were. It's like, dude, you can calm down, man. He gonna put you in his next movie, okay? It's okay. It's okay. You can stop. Stop. I'm just saying, just dude, like he is literally sitting here blowing smoke up Zack Snyder's ass, and I'm like, dude, it's you doing too much, baby. You're doing too much. John Boyega, on the other hand, I would like to see him in a Black Panther movie, but here's the thing. It's not that I couldn't see him take over a role like T'Challa. I just don't think it's necessary. And I think John Boyega's services would be better suited somewhere else.
Yeah.
And
Shuri isn't gonna happen. Let me get that shit out of people's minds. Shuri, I'm sorry to say, is not going to happen. Killmonger. And that's the main one I've seen a lot online as of late is, well, since Tony Stark snapped his fingers and brought back everybody, I mean, he brought back Killmonger, right? No. Fool.
No.
So,
no.
Killmonger, Michael B. Jordan ain't coming back to that movie. So, get that shit out there.
And not only that, I don't want to see Killmonger redeemed because it would defeat the whole purpose of his arc.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, I know that we're used to watching Dragon Ball Z and anime and shit, and we're used to seeing the villains become the good guys at some point, but that shit don't work for everybody. It doesn't. And honestly, I don't think it should work for Killmonger because Killmonger is a villain, straight up and down. And not only that, I mean, even in death, he was defiant. So, I mean, no, we shouldn't bring him back and make him have a 180 face turn, have a baby face turn. Now, I tell you what you could do. If you want to make it interesting, if you want to keep it tight to the you could make it like the arc. I think it was in volume 3 of Black Panther, maybe. I know at one point in time, Killmonger did become Black Panther, and that motherfucker tried to join the Avengers, and they said no.
Did you think he was the villain in that movie? You really thought Killmonger was the villain in that movie?
Yes. It was straight up a bad guy.
Oh, no, it's just me more so. I always think back of the poster when they first showed him, and it was his people's rage. And that's the first thing that always comes into my mind. It's just like he's more so all the angry people with everything that's going on in this day and age that want to just like, they want to go about shit wrong, but you can tell they're just upset and hurt. That's how I always looked at that character.
I would see it that way, but I mean, the thing is, dude literally didn't give a fuck about anybody. All he cared about was he was basically every villain is the hero of their own story. My thing is he had a mission, he had a goal, and here's the thing: what he wanted wasn't a bad thing. Like wanting to empower black people wasn't a bad thing at all. It's how, like you said, it's how he was wanting. He was basically wanting to go out and commit genocide to get what he wanted. And I'm sorry, I just don't rock with that because it's kind of like, okay, you know that you always hear that saying that if you kill a killer, there's still the same number of killers in the world. The same thing kind of applies to like genocide in the name of getting what you want. Here's the thing. You've killed the people who are your oppressors, but now that you've killed them, you now very likely have become them. Yeah. It's one of those things. And I mean, you know, and at the end of it all, some may agree, some may disagree. But it's one of those things. The second he started talking about arming black people with Wakandan weapons and basically just taking over every nation, I was like, ugh, that ain't a good look, brother. That really ain't a good look. Because that's not peace. Yeah. That's not peace. And that's actually, I mean, it's change, but it's not it's not the kind of change I think people think they want. And like, okay, you ever hear people talk about how like you better be glad that, you know, black people want equity and not revenge?
Yeah.
That's revenge.
Yeah.
That's not equity. That's revenge.
Okay.
Like, what Killmonger wanted is, okay, and, maybe an unpopular opinion, but you know how, like, the people, the all lives matter people, you know what they think of, like, the Black Lives Matter movement? They're like, oh, they're terrorists. Oh, they're killers. They're rapists. They're monsters. They're animals. That's what all lives matter people think about Black Lives Matter. Killmonger was what those same people think. Like, he was basically what they think of the Black Lives Matter movement personified, but in a movie.
Okay.
Like, and whether anyone's ever actually thought about that or not, that is, like, the way Killmonger was depicted in that Black Panther movie is what white people fear Black Lives Matter is. Okay. I'm not saying that's what Black Lives Matter is, because it's not. But that's what they think Black Lives Matter is. Like, honestly, I guarantee you, if you showed Donald Trump the Black Panther movie, because I know for a fact he hasn't seen it, but if you showed him the Black Panther movie, if Fox News just suddenly started playing the Black Panther movie mid-broadcast, he would believe, you would see tweets coming out of the White House, him talking about how we need to find this Eric Killmonger, we need to have him taken out, he is the number one threat. This is why the Black Lives Matter, I guarantee you, because that's just how stupid he is. That's just how stupid he is. But the thing is, it's the proof is right there in everything I'm saying. But,
could you imagine if somebody told Trump, had he watched Black Panther, and that motherfucker thinks it's a National Geographic special?
Dude, I can already see it. I know he's at least vaguely aware of Black Panther, because I remember he did put out that one tweet that had mentioned Wakanda, because he apparently thought it was a real place. But he's an idiot once again. Thank you for that super chat, Xander. We got another one from Charles Faulkner Jr. Says, "Woo! What's up, you American Dream? Woo! Hopefully all is well. Yes, all is well. Everything is doing good. Fantastic. Scrumdiddly-umptious, mind you."
Ooh,
thank you for that. Thank you for that $5 super chat. Oh, shit.
Right, we got us. That one, you got a $25 super chat from Debo, the Black Panther. No relation. $1 billion movie deserves a recast. I love my dude Chadwick's performance, but I want to see the Black Panther recast and advance forward. So everyone is already saying that we can have a new Black Panther, but there's no reason to recast T'Challa. Let T'Challa live.
Yeah. I mean, because here's the thing. And I think I've said this elsewhere before. When you think about it, you could recast Chadwick, but my thing is this. Why are we talking about that right now?
Yeah.
The man's body isn't even cold.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, $1 billion movie, sure. I mean, yeah, under normal circumstances, I'd say, yeah, sure. But I mean, the thing is, we're talking about recasting this guy. I wanted to put this in perspective for y'all. The dude has barely been dead more than a week.
Yeah.
He died on Friday. It is like Friday of last week. So a week has passed, and we're just barely past that a week of him passing. I'm sorry, it's just not something that I personally am comfortable talking about. Yeah. And at this particular moment, I don't think Disney should say shit about anybody doing anything.
Said anything about it. I see more people talking about they should recast T'Challa. I don't think they should. Because here's the thing, we've seen people recast some roles before. I see someone talking about Terrence Howard when it comes from Iron Man. You go from Terrence Howard to Don Cheadle. Yeah. Here's the thing with that though. Yeah, they're the same character, but no Don Cheadle fucking died.
Yeah, Terrence Howard didn't die.
Terrence Howard said he was gonna go back to being a rapper and created a fucking empire. That's what he did. He said fuck Tony Stark, and he went and became a rapper. So, no one died in that. And if you recast Chadwick Boseman, nobody is going to pay attention to this person that you had to recast him because they're always going to talk about Chadwick Boseman. Look how many people still talk about, even though Joaquin won a fucking Oscar, people are still talking about Heath Ledger. Come on.
Oh, and another case in point. You know how, like, if you watch The Dark Knight Rises, you can tell that Christopher Nolan planned on Joker returning. Like, you can tell just by the way the movie plays out. You can tell the Joker was supposed to come back. They didn't recast Joker after Heath Ledger's death. I mean, so... not saying it's, two different companies, but just saying that, I'm sorry, but... I mean, you can want it, you can desire it. I'm not saying that, you're wrong for thinking that. I'm just saying that, for me, no.
Yeah.
I think T'Challa's story, for large part, has been told.
Mm-hmm.
Whether anyone else wants to admit it or not. But I would rather the mantle of Black Panther be passed on than and maybe some years down the road, maybe. But I mean, no. I don't think it's not a good look, especially if Disney were like, cuz okay, let me just say something here. I really wish people would calm down about this whole recasting of Black Panther thing for one reason and one reason only. A man died battling cancer. The man was literally working his ass off trying to provide for his family and make the most of his career as he possibly could in the time he had left. And the man was not dead 24 hours. And people were like, who's going to play Black Panther? Who's going to play Black Panther? Who's going to play Black Panther? Let me ask you a question. And I'm going to get real with you. If your father dies, are you going to ask who's going to be your daddy within 24 hours? No, you're not. I'm sorry. It's disrespectful to the man in the first place. Disney is smart to not talk about it. You shouldn't do that. You shouldn't. You shouldn't be so thirsty for Black Panther details literally less than 24 hours after the dude died. I'm sorry, because there's more important shit.
You're not going to get that movie anytime fucking soon. So what?
No, you're not. You're not. You are really not. And I'm sorry, but I get it. We're under quarantine, and news is hard to come by. And honestly, I think if Chadwick Boseman would have died during a time where there was no quarantine and things were just degular as always, I don't think people would have been asking this question as much. But people are just so thirsty to know something that like they keep asking. And the thing is, I'm sorry, but this ain't the time.
Yeah.
This ain't the time. Because you know what? Somewhere his family's still grieving his loss. Their loss of him. And I'm sorry, it's I don't know. Me personally, I find it disrespectful. I appreciate the super chat and I appreciate the thought and all that stuff. I respect your opinion on it, but I can't rock with it. Let's see here. Moving along. Let's see. Hana Galian with the $5 super chat says, glad I caught you guys live. Well, I'm glad you caught us too. Thank you. And SSC Cape Killer with $10 super chat says, make T'Challa King of the Dead and make Denai Guerrero Black Panther. Shuri can just rule Wakanda. Honestly, this is another, I don't know, this may be a hot take. Maybe it's considered a hot take, but honestly, when everybody was talking about Shuri becoming Black Panther, the first thing that crossed my mind was if they're actually going to pass the mantle to a character that's already in the movies. My thought was actually going to be that it would go to Okoye because of all the characters in the movie, other than like maybe M'Baku, maybe. But I feel like Okoye was like probably arguably one of the more popular characters in the entire movie. Like, that was one of the things I think I heard consistently. People like Shuri, don't get me wrong. But the thing is, Shuri in the MCU is very different from Shuri in the comics.
Yes.
Like,
finally someone said it.
Yeah, like Shuri in the comics is damn near this like honestly, Shuri in the comics might be more gangster than T'Challa. Yeah. Shuri in the comics, I actually, you know what? No, fuck it. I will say it. Shuri in the comics is more gangster than T'Challa. I'll say that shit.
I wouldn't even say gangster. I'd be more disrespectful with it. Shuri in the comic, that bitch is ruthless.
Oh yeah, no, she grimy. Yeah. Like she big grimy.
Like Shuri is fuck with me if you want to in the Marvel Universe. Like,
dude.
When she ran up on T'Challa for the mantle because he wanted it back, and she said, nah, get your ugly ass out of my face. And then they fought, and then Shuri proceeded to beat brakes off him, and like...
Dude, she put paws on him. She put paws on him. Not only that, she banished that motherfucker.
There's a reason he was the king of the dead.
Mm-hmm. Because she kicked that motherfucker out. Dude, she kicked that motherfucker to the curb to get the fuck out of Wakanda. You lost your Wakanda privileges. Yeah. Bye. Like she hit him with that, boy, bye.
So it's not the same character, and she's not even. When you think of Black Panther, you don't think of Shuri. You just remember that you love Shuri. Shuri was fun. Shuri was rainbows and unicorns. It was just a bubbly character.
Mm-hmm.
That does not need to be Black Panther. No, you can have her stay exactly where she is right now. She's the tech person. A lot of girls love that she's the tech person on this team.
I think level her up. Let her level up over some movies. So let's go. Let's say we're entertaining this. If you pass the mantle, pass it to Okoye. Let her, like, I would even say maybe even let. Okay, I'm gonna throw something at y'all. Try this out. What if we took a nod from Ta-Nehisi Coates? What if we said it's not just one Black Panther? What if we made it where, like, some of you may remember the Maroons from the Ta-Nehisi Coates Black Panther run. They had M'Baku, Nakia, Okoye was not present, but I could actually see that. You could have the three of them, maybe. And hell, you could probably put Shuri in a suit too. I don't know. But like Shuri, like I would say let Shuri be leveled up over like the course of a couple of movies so she is a more believable Black Panther, because the thing is, in the comics, Shuri trained just as hard to become Black Panther as T'Challa did.
Yeah.
Shuri, matter of fact, I'm going to drop some knowledge on y'all. Shuri was so gangster in her training to become Black Panther that when she met Boss was like, nah, you too cocky. Matter of fact, Boss was like, girl, you wildin'. But no, I don't think that should. I think that and then over time, eventually have it move on over to Shuri. She becomes the one true Black Panther, and let because right now, as we've already seen, she couldn't even put paws on Killmonger. She couldn't put paws. She damn near got iced in that Black Panther movie. She didn't come off as a credible fighter, to me. And I think that needs to be built up, and believably so. That said, let's see here. Xander DeMont coming through with another $5 super chat, says Sony introducing these Spider-Man characters because Tom Holland's Disney's. Yeah, pretty much. That is not untrue. They kind of want something that's theirs, and I mean, I don't blame them for it, but I mean, at some point, Sony has to realize that anytime they try and do shit on their own without Marvel's help, it usually is doomed to fail. And I think Sony knew that. Tom Holland knew that, which is why he campaigned so hard for Sony and Marvel to get the fuck over themselves and work together as opposed to separate of each other. Conway Bergdog with a $4.99 super chat says, just because I love you guys. Man, thank you.
Hey, appreciate that, man.
Thank you.
Hey.
And T5 the Great, $5 super chat says, no recast. There's a beautiful, empowering, uplifting story they can tell. They can keep in continuity and pay tribute to Chadwick at the same time. And I could not agree more.
Yeah.
So, yes, thank you. Remember, thank you for everybody with those super chats. Real quick, look, you know what? Because like I said, I was keeping an eye on the clock, and time still goes over. I still want to talk about the boys, though. I still want to talk about the boys. I still want to talk about it.
Are we talking spoilers, the boys, or are we just talking about our general feelings on?
I'm gonna say general feelings, because I still want to give people a chance to, because it literally, technically, they released it, I think Wednesday or Thursday night. I think it was Thursday night. They released it earlier than people expected. Speaking of, if you haven't checked it yet, Lovecraft Country, episode 4 is already on HBO Max as of yesterday. So you do not have to wait to Sunday to watch it. I don't know why they did it, but they did it. So if you have HBO Max, go do it. I don't know if it's available on HBO proper. I only know that it is available on HBO Max early. So there you go. But that said, The Boys Season 2 premiere, first 3 episodes. I'm going to go ahead and tell you right now, Homelander is that dude. Oh my God. Dude, Anthony Starr is out here.
I'm going to tell you, it never really, like, even after everything I saw in that first season, and then you come in here, it didn't occur to me that he was... I told someone else this, and they were just like, bro, what is it? I know he can fly, I know he's fast, I know he has the heat vision, but it never occurred to me that he is fucking Superman until that first episode and happened.
Yes. Oh my God.
That's when it occurred to me, like, this is supposed to be Superman. So I'm just like, damn, how? And I'm just like, oh yeah.
Woo.
But a lot of my friends, some of them, Bishop, but a lot of them like, well, the main way, if the first season is any indication, especially the first episode of this season, all you gotta do to beat Homelander, his kryptonite is just titty milk, it seems like.
Yeah, that titty milk. He's on that shit.
Cambodian breast milk is a motherfucker to Homelander.
That motherfucker said, look, Homelander is shutting the studio down because he wants that fresh titty milk. Naz Rubbles, thank you for that subscribe. No, okay, so here's my thing. Also, I want to point out something. I actually like what they're doing with Stormfront. I like what they're doing with I like what they're doing with Stormfront. I was curious as whether or not they were, because, all right, I'm just going to be honest with you. For those of you who are familiar or not familiar, whatever the case, I don't know. The character of Stormfront is very problematic in the comics, as is just about everything that's in that comic. Yes. The Boys, which, by the way, The Boys, my video on The Boys, the breakdown of the actual team of The Boys themselves will be going live after this stream. So stay tuned. If you are a channel member or a patron, you have already seen this video probably. I put a lot of work into it. A lot of work. I hope you guys love it. That said, I love the fact that they actually kind of play this game with you about what Stormfront's about in that first couple of episodes until towards the end. And then it becomes very clear that they are actually leaning in on the not 100%, but just saying in terms of Stormfront's attitude towards anyone who is not white.
And here's the thing that and this is gonna sound fucked up, but here's what I liked about that. It was never on the nose.
Yeah.
If you didn't know that about the character, you would just think the bitch is just crazy as fucking Homelander is. But knowing that character and knowing what she does, it's very, very subtle. It's very, very subtle until she makes a comment toward the end. But take into account that you've seen in the trailers where Stormfront is fighting. What's the girl's name? Is it just the girl?
Well, no, her in the in the TV show, her name is Kimiko.
Yeah.
Yes, but in the comics, she doesn't have a name. They never she is never revealed to have an actual name.
Yeah, but in the trailer, you see Stormfront fighting Kimiko for a split second, and if you see where that fight ended up and how you just see what happened, never said anything, never made mention of it, no offhanded comment. It was just very, very subtle. And I really like the way that Eric Kripke did that. I thought that was really cool way to do that. And they did reference next season already with an offhanded comment about Soldier Boy.
Soldier Boy, yep. They did. And I'm here for it. I can't wait to, oh man. Oh, and I love that they keep talking about Tech Knight. They keep talking, was it Tech Knight Lives? Oh God. Please tell me at some point I get to see Patton Oswalt in that suit.
I cannot wait for that.
Okay, real quick. One thing I want to say, though, in regards to Aya Cash's portrayal of Stormfront, I actually like the way she is portraying that character because I think this is such a tightrope. This is such a tightrope. So please don't misunderstand what I'm saying. The way Stormfront is being played. And Aya Cash actually talked about this, and we talked about this in one of our previous Blerd caves about how she's talking about the portrayal of Stormfront and how that, like, she's a character that you like, but she's a bad person.
Yeah.
Like, when you see Stormfront interacting with Starlight and some of the other characters on the Seven, you're like, wow, dude, she's actually really cool. Like, she's this whole, like, fuck the man, and I do what I want.
She doesn't take any shit, and I think that was very well done how they did it to where if you don't know who she is and you're purposely refusing to read the comics, you don't want to know anything about the comics, you just want to enjoy the show. She seems like a character you would absolutely love on this show.
Oh yeah, she does. She really does.
It's really dope how they do that, and it just makes you feel like this is my girl. This is my girl. Yeah. I can't wait to see my girlfriend do this season. Whoa, wait. What the fuck? Wait, whoa. What?
Whoa!
And
whoa!
It's so it turns you on your head, and that's what I really liked about it. So, just 3 fucking episodes in it, and I'm already excited and somewhat irritated about what's going to happen this second season because I hate that all these fucking streaming services are doing this thing now.
They're staggering the drops.
There's a reason we gave streaming services money and stopped watching television so that we could watch it all whenever the fuck we wanted at one time. But now we're having to pay you just for you streaming services to act like the TV that we got the fuck away from. So that part I don't necessarily like, but at least they gave us 3 episodes, and those 3 episodes they can hold me over until Friday when the new one.
Right. No, well, and that's kind of the other thing, because Doom Patrol did the same thing, kind of, like in the beginning. They dropped like 3 episodes, and they're like, all right, now we're going to stagger out. But no, and I want y'all to understand something. What I'm saying about Stormfront, I'm not saying I like her. She's a bad person. I don't like her. But what I'm saying is, it's kind of Eric Kripke's way in the writing. What he's telling you is like, you ever notice how, like, when we talk about people who, like, we find out, oh, so-and-so's racist. And then there's people out there who are like, oh, well, I don't care. I still like them. I think they're, or they'll be like, or they'll be like, well, him? No, that person's not racist. They're too cool for that. Or like, it's kind of like how people try and forget that Mark Wahlberg isn't racist. It's like one of those. It's like, there are going to be people out there who, it's kind of like how you can be a bad person, and then there's people who like you. And not because you're a bad person, but because they like who you are when you're around them. It's kind of like I always tell people that just because one person is nice to this group of people or nice around these people, that person, like, you could be someone's greatest ally. You could be someone's greatest friend. You could be a superhero to some people, and then to other people, you're a fucking monster.
Yeah.
And that's kind of the commentary with Stormfront. It's kind of like how... like I always use this analogy, but one of my favorite RPG books, Shadow of the Demon Lord, preaches this. It says that when you create heroes and villains, they shouldn't be black or white. They should be multiple shades of gray, because the hero who saves the world from the terrible dragon that's going to raise the planet to cinders could just as easily be the same guy who goes home and mercilessly beats his wife and child.
Okay.
The guy who is trying to raise an army of orcs and demons and dragons and monsters, yeah, he's doing it to, like, destroy the world and take it over, but you know what? He's really nice to dogs. Like, it's one of those things, you can be nuanced as a person. And I'm not saying that makes Stormfront's character good. What I'm saying is that means that the character isn't just a cookie-cutter racist character.
Yeah.
Is what I'm saying here. Okay, anyway. Moving along. Let's get into questions. We're going to be real quick with questions. Let's go ahead and hit this one real quick. Super chat from the Melody Timeline 999 super chat. My guy says, I'm out. Glad I was able to catch you live, brother. Shit starts early as fucking Hawaii. Oh, God, I keep forgetting you're in Hawaii. So I freaking love comics. Has a live show in 2.5 hours if you want to come through, see it. By the way, yes, once again, make sure y'all go swing by. First off, go swing by his profile, the Melody Timeline. You can actually check out the video that I was on with him. We did a I don't want to say it's an interview because it's not really an interview so much as it is just us. Like, it's 4 guys, sitting in a Discord call, having a conversation. But you get where I'm going with this. Here. But yeah, basically what you need to know is that if you go swing by their channel, go hook them up with a subscribe, tighten them up, because it was me, of course, my guy Robo Strange and Cypher World. The Cypher World and Robo Strange are the guys that are normally on the show, but I was on there and alongside DC writer Jordan Clark, which was pretty fucking awesome. Getting to pick Jordan Clark's brain about diversity in comics, especially in DC comics, was really awesome. Not to mention getting to talk to him after reading his the Aquaman story he's working on right now that actually focuses on the relationship between Aqualad and Black Manta. God, that was actually really awesome. Like, it was really cool. But also go check out I Freaking Love Comics, because they are also awesome. And I'm gonna try and pull up on that stream here in a little bit. That said, here, let me see. Did we have any? Was there another one? I feel like I missed one. No, I did not. I did not miss one. Anyway. Hey, what's up, Maria? I see you in here. That's my girl Maria from Approach the Nerd. Thank you. It was a round table. I could not think of the word I was looking for. But yes, go check them out. Those guys are really awesome. They're great. Anyway, questions in the chat. We're going to answer these questions, and then we're going to answer questions in Discord. I'm giving 10 minutes to questions because I don't want to be here more than 3 hours. Because I actually have to take my mother somewhere because she cannot drive right now.
Be your cast for the Terrifics, and this is from LJ Brown.
Ooh, for the Terrifics? Oh, God. Let's see here. Oh, man, that's a tough one. Okay, all right, let's... Fuck. I'm actually sitting here now. I'm trying to sit. Let me get a picture in front of me real quick. Okay, so, all right, here, I'm going to open this image up in a new tab so we can... Okay, so... Here, let's blow that up a little bit.
All right.
Okay. So we've got Mr. Terrific, Plastic Man, Phantom Girl, and Metamorpho. Those would be the only characters. I don't know if... I feel like there's other characters in it, but I'm not going to worry about those. We're only going to focus on these. Metamorpho. That's a tough one. I just don't know, dude. Tell you what. If you do Metamorpho, I feel like Metamorpho should be like... No, I wouldn't do him all CG. I'd actually do practical. With some CG augmentations, maybe.
I'm the wrong person to ask that, because anytime I hear anything about special effects and some kind of creature almost kind of looking deal, I always want Tom Savini to do everything.
Yeah. I tell you what, I like Tom Savini though. I like Tom Savini. He's got good special effects work. I mean, it has varying degrees of success, but I mean, I like Tom Savini.
All you have to do is that theme championship less than like $2 or $3 grand, and I'd be a big fan.
Okay, you know what? I got it. I figured it out. Okay. I'm just gonna pick people that are like at the top of my mind right now. I'm gonna go right now. Garrett Dillahunt for Plastic Man. I know that's a very unconventional pick, but I just think he can do it. Dave Bautista for Metamorpho. Yeah, I'm just saying fuck it. I'm just going with it. And you know what? Y'all kept bringing up John Boyega, so fuck it. Actually no, I take that back. Give me John David Washington for Mr. Terrific and Phantom Girl. Jesus Christ. Who could fucking be Phantom Girl? Jesus Christ.
I don't know, man. That's what we're trying to ask you, man. Who could be Phantom Girl? Blerd without fear, sir.
Here, wait a minute. Let me look up something real quick. I'm gonna look up this one movie, and I want to see if this movie, not this movie, but I want to see if this actress might be able to pull this off. Hold up.
Okay.
Fuck. Why am I blanking? Oh God. Shit. Okay. Let's see here. You know what? I'm gonna steal one. I actually went and looked. Because there was a chick I saw a ways back.
Okay.
That was in a fan casting somewhere, and I think I'm just gonna rock with her. And that is a chick by the name of Sasha Lane.
Okay.
Some of you may or may not be familiar with her. I don't know. I actually was first introduced to her. She was in that Hellboy reboot.
Okay. Gotcha.
She played she played Alice in the Hellboy reboot, which I thought she did a really good job. I like her. That's who I would that's my Phantom Girl. And I want her to keep the dreads. I want her to keep the locks. We're not canceling the locks. There you go. So yeah, I cheated. I don't care. Let's see here. Let's see. Okay, let's keep it going. Let's see here. Nomad, do you think Ray Fisher is lying? I don't think Ray Fisher's lying so much as, I don't know, maybe he is a little bit. I don't know. I feel like somebody is, okay. You may have heard the saying that there's 3 sides to every story. There's his side, her side, and the truth. That's kind of how I feel about this. I feel like there's Ray Fisher's side, there's DC side, and somewhere in the middle, if you read between the lines on all of it, you will find the truth. And I think that ultimately Ray Fisher may have gotten some bad impressions. I think DC may have gotten some bad impressions. And honestly, miscommunication is usually the downfall of most relationships. I would not be surprised if because all right, we all have had it. We've all had a friend, like a group of friends who were dating. We all have known, like, we've all had, like, 2 of our friends start dating, and then they have a nasty breakup, and then, like, when you're hanging out with the one friend, they're like, man, that bitch, man, she did this, and she did that, man, she was always doing this, and blah, 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 blase, and then the girl will be like, that motherfucker, that bastard, man, he was always doing this, and then doing that, da-da-da-da, and if you actually listen to both sides of the story, you realize they were probably both awful to each other.
Yeah.
And that's my answer, and I'm sticking to it.
Okay.
Let's see here. What is it? Oh God, where did it go? Was it? Someone said Alexandria Daddario. I could see her, but you know what? Every time I see her, I always think about the weirdness between her and The Rock. Like, I remember that one movie, what was it, San Andreas, where she played his daughter, and then they were in Baywatch together.
I think about True Detective and Baywatch and how. Next question.
Oh no, I got one for you. Did you ever see that Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie she was in?
I wasn't gonna bring that one up either. That's why I said we're gonna look for a new
See, I know Carter remembers the shot I know exactly what shot popped into Carter's mind, because there's a shot in that movie that is completely impossible, and I'm just gonna leave it at that.
Hold on. Okay, if you're bringing up that shot, you didn't watch the first season of True Detective, did you?
Yes, I did.
Okay, so that was way better than the shot. That was
Oh no. I know what you're talking about, but I'm just saying there's a shot that's in that Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie. Because I've been slowly noticing how she has just been like, nah, fuck it, we're just gonna let them all hang out.
I thought you were gonna say you slowly noticed it because you were playing it in slow motion. That's what I thought was gonna come out your mouth.
No. There's in the Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie, there's a part where she's like,
I know when she's hung up in the shirt.
In the shirt, yeah. I'm like, that shot is impossible. That shot is so impossible. But no, let's see here.
It's funny to see her. Tashawn, you're in my fucking head just because I just recently finished watching a movie with her in it, creepily enough. And sure enough, in the words of the submission specialist Taz, she let the pigeons loose. But this question is coming from Conway Burkdog. Did Ray Fisher mess up future bags? No. I personally believe what he's doing right now is him trying to secure Snyder bag.
I think he fucked up future bags with DC, with Warner Brothers, but definitely not with Zack Snyder. Yeah. Let's see here. Let's see.
See, now I can't stop thinking about Alexandra Daddario. I can't stop thinking about the pigeons or those blue eyes.
We got some DC haters in here. Oh yeah, no, dude. The pigeons flying. Yeah, no, dude. Megan Fox's Phantom Girl. No, thank you.
No, fuck is wrong. Matter of fact, you getting banned right now. Who cares? Mr. 420, you've been good all stream. Get. Yeah, no.
Damn. Let's see. Why is Miles Morales being put through these trials and tribulations? Issue number 18. You know what? What's that?
Because Bendis isn't writing him.
Right. It's Saladin Ahmed right now that's writing that story. And this is all a part of Outlawed, if I'm not mistaken. So,
well, let me shut the fuck up, because he's actually a really good writer.
Yeah, no, Saladin Ahmed's good. But, you know, this is all tie-in. I think a lot of people forgot because Outlawed started before the pandemic and then didn't, pick back up until, not that long ago. So a lot of people forget.
Still Kamala Khan stuff.
Yeah, because, Kamala, you got to remember, Kamala Khan, she got fucked off. People forgot. Kamala Khan got wrecked.
Yeah.
By what was it? The building fell. Yeah. Well, it was Viv Vision, but it all happened because of Power Man. And I keep telling y'all, motherfuckers, y'all better start listening when I tell y'all characters are getting out of control.
I always forget about that second Power Man that they did, just because he came from fucking Shadowland, and that story was.
Look, let me tell you something. Let me be honest with y'all. I like Shadowland. I just don't like the way it ends. I don't like the way it ends. I don't like the way it ends, and there's some weird shit in the middle.
I like the black Daredevil's costume. I like the fact.
Yes.
The premise made me go back and read that run because him being in control of the hand was dope. Shadowland, no, big dog. I like that he had a level on Marvel vs. Capcom 3. I might actually download that because that stage was kind of dope.
Actually, he had a whole thing dedicated to Shadowland in what was it, Marvel Future Fight. That was when I was still half-ass playing it.
No shit. Yeah,
they had a Shadowland deal. It was like Shadowland challenges and trials and shit like that.
Okay.
Marcus Hill says, imagine Thanos empowered by the Omega Sanction. I've thought about it.
Thanos
we don't
empowered by the Omega.
Because you know what that is? That's dark side. That's dark side.
Questions like that make me want to bring back a part of this show that is very rarely happens because Blerd always curses me out once the show's over with. It's called Carter's Cutting In. This is the part of the show where Carter actually asks a random dumbass question just to make him mad, but I also want to know his answer. So this week, with people bringing up the fact that Thanos being given the Omega sanction, it makes me wonder who would win in a fight. A super powered, souped up Omega sanctioned Thanos, or Randy Orton when he was in Evolution. Boom, there you go.
Wait a minute. Is this Randy Orton pre or post hardcore match with Mick Foley?
This is before in RKO, when all he was doing was that ugly ass neck breaker they always put on the SmackDown.
With the leg?
With the leg, and then he just flipped over. Yeah.
Oh, no, dude, let me go ahead and tell you right now. Randy Orton would get that ass.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. Y'all thought I was going to say Thanos. Y'all thought I was going to say Thanos. It's a lie.
Oh, my God. This is pre-tattoos. When he still had that United States Marine Corps, you could still see, even though he was dishonorably discharged, before the fucking posing, when he had that greasy ass S-curl juice in his head, and you still going with Randy Orton. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I don't know why. I do not know why. Okay, so real quick. Here, let me see something. Oh, hey! I just realized who's in here.
Uh-oh.
One of my peoples is in here. Let's see here. Y'all, this is one of my new favorite people. Mackenzie has a Twitch channel where she plays all sorts of awesome stuff. Lately, she's been playing a lot of Marvel's Avengers, and it is awesome. Very awesome at it. And y'all should go check out that Twitch channel. It is actually twitch.tv/her first name. Go check her out. Go show her some love. Show her some love from the Blerd Cave. Let's see here. Let's see. Let's keep going through. I'm going through. We're gonna ask her a few more. Let's see. Wait, a Nazi spider. Oh, wait. Or is that question from somebody else? Oh, that's a question from somebody else. That's not from me.
Yeah.
Yes, Power Man who uses key. Yes. He's basically like a mix. He's like, he actually is more like Iron Fist than anybody else, but he has the name Power Man. But yeah, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see here.
That was one of those characters I hope died off when they were doing that. Who did that bullshit battle royale with the Young Avengers? Oh, who was that? It wasn't Nick Spencer. See, now I got to look that up. But he was one of those people I hope got broke off in that event because it was so stupid.
Was it the one? Yeah, was it like talking about like Avengers Arena?
Yes.
Avengers Arena. Yeah. Here, let me look. Avengers. I'm trying to remember who wrote that.
Who wrote that? Yeah, and then it had Kev Walker.
Yes.
That motherfucker hasn't been seen since.
Dennis Hopeless, and yeah, it was Dennis Hopeless on the pins. Kev Walker was the artist on it. Yeah, Dennis Hopeless, which is so funny because I actually like some of Dennis Hopeless's stuff. So
yeah.
But I do remember, man, that storyline. Oh my God, yeah, it was pretty much battle royale, but with. I
mean, even the cover art ripped off the movie poster.
Yeah, no, I remember that shit. I remember that shit. It was not good. That said, let's see here. Oh, we got some super chat. Let's see. This is from the Purple Lord Leo Anansi. Says, keep it blurred. Sorry, late to the stream. Was at the Ray Fisher WB Cyborg drama. You're all good. You're all good. Thank you for that super chat, by the way. Always appreciated. And hey, you showed up. That's all that matters. We're going to get into some Discord questions. We're going to get into some Discord questions because, here, let's see. Oh, God. Where's my server? There you go. Okay, so Unstoppable Sci-Fi Boy asked, given the opportunity to develop a Marvel versus DC game, how would you handle that? What developer would you put in it? And what kind of gameplay and story playthrough would you set up? I mean, honestly, I just keep it simple. I just make it a fighting game. I mean, and because that's what people are going to want. That's what people are going to want. Yeah, they're going to want, because at the end of the day, people want to be able to say, oh, who could be who, Superman or Sentry, or who can be who, Batman or Captain America. That's what they're going to want. At the end of the day, they're going to want to be able to beat the shit out of each other. So that's what I would do. I would actually, but you know what I would do? I wouldn't do it in Justice style. I would get Arc System. I would get Arc System to do it, because I want that shit to be just wild. I want that shit to be just wild. I don't want Capcom touching it. I don't want NetherRealm touching it. I want Arc Sys. That's what I want doing.
That'd be cool just from a comic art style perspective. I wouldn't want to. You know what? You're absolutely right. I wouldn't want to see realistic looking fucking characters.
No. No.
Let it play like the X-Men versus Street Fighter, all those games from back in the heyday. Yeah, you couldn't really do anything but a fighting game if you had access to both properties like that. No one wants to see a fucking Marvel's Avengers with both those casts of characters. There's way too fucking many characters in the Marvel and DC universe, so you would have to do a fucking fighting game unless you did like some kind of Bejeweled ripoff and had a bunch of microtransactions.
Yeah. Honestly, I wouldn't be mad seeing them do something kind of similar to what they did with Okay, I got an idea for you. Try this on for size. We're about to pull some shit. What if you could take the current like the Avengers game that's out now, but make it more like a MOBA or like a 4v4, where you could take Marvel characters and DC characters and have them run up on each other. Like you could have regular.
What was the name of that fucking game? Identity Crisis.
Yeah, kind of like that. But basically what you'd have, you could have regular enemies in like the battlefield, but have the Marvel DC characters butt heads with each other at the same time. And you could even make it where it's strictly Marvel versus DC, where like you could have the Marvel side, you could have the DC side. Be no different than if you played like Call of Duty or something, where like you play as one side's this, one side's that. Be the same exact fucking thing. And you could even make it random, to where like there's no like true tribalism, or you could just make it where it could be true tribalism. You could have it where you can make it randomly what side you get put on, and you could have it where you could pick what side you get put on. I think that would be interesting, because you could also beat up regular mobs, but at the same time like work your way towards fighting the actual like other heroes. It'd be something interesting to see. I don't know.
It sounds like it. So you said MOBA, and the first
it'd be almost like a MOBA, yeah.
And the first thing that came to mind is like Paragon with Marvel and DC people. Play the fuck out of it. I play the fuck out of the game.
I would be down for that. I'd be down for that.
When you said mobs, another thing that came into my head was Titanfall 2's multiplayer.
Yes. So, but I want but instead of having that top-down MOBA perspective, I want that Marvel's Avengers perspective. Yeah, where you can get right down there.
Paragon, that third person in it. Yeah, I play the fuck out of that.
Yeah, I think that could work. Yeah. That could work.
I'd be all over that. Like Hood Red on an NBA player, I'd be all over that.
Dude, that shit would be. Dude, can you imagine how nasty that would be?
Man, I put too much money. I would be angry at myself with the amount of money I'd waste on skins on that game.
Dude, look. That if you want me to buy some skins, man, that's how you do it. LJ Mack coming through with the $10 super chat says, you know your boy got to come through with the super chat. # support, man. I appreciate you, LJ. Dude, LJ Mack is. Can I just say, I don't think LJ Mack has missed a Blerd cave. I think LJ Mack has dropped a super chat every Blerd cave. I'm damn near certain. I think if I actually go back through all the Blerd caves, I would be shocked if LJ Mack didn't show up at some point during the cave. Man, I appreciate you, brother, man. Thank you so much for that.
All right, RJ Felon saying Marvel and DC characters set in an engine like Fist of the North Star, Ken's Rage. You want Marvel and DC characters in a Muso? Because I played that original Ken's Rage.
Okay, you did?
Marvel,
okay.
Yeah, I played that first one. Marvel and DC characters in a Muso.
I mean, it could probably work.
I mean, it's literally just it's Final Fight, except it's not 5 people on screen; it's 500. So I think that could be some entertainment. True. I don't think it'll have lasting value like a MOBA or a fighting game would. I think that'd be a quick rant from a Redbox for a weekend. But like fighting game, you got some money to be made. Fucking MOBA, Titanfall 2-esque. You got some money on the table.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You got to.
Yeah, I don't know about a Muso though. I don't know about that. That'd be good until the next one came out, maybe.
Yeah. Maybe, yeah. Wait, hold. I didn't answer your question. What was the cyborg? Oh, the cyborg. Oh, for some, I guess I misread your question. Honestly, I think I just took it as. Honestly, I don't know how I took it. I just misread it, but I didn't even think that was the question. But basically, long story short, because we spent over an hour and a half talking about it, I'll just dumb it down to this. Ray Fisher's mad that he got some scenes cut out of a movie. He feels like he was disrespected, and Warner Brothers feels like they did everything they could to make him happy, and he's pissy, and he apparently is going to keep causing trouble for Warner Brothers until something happens, and Warner Brothers is just like, okay. But if you really want the full scoop, go back and listen from the beginning, because it's a lot. It was a lot to go into, and we don't have time to go back through it. I'm sorry. even when you sent the super chat, we didn't have time to go back through it. Anyone in the chat can tell you we spent a long ass time talking about it. I have already answered this question that Yasuke26 is asking about John David Washington, because I pretty much said Mr. Terrific. So there you go. There's that one. Though they did say that they watched New Mutants in theaters last week, Friday. I thought it was quite good, if not okay. Have y'all seen it? And if so, what are your thoughts? I haven't seen it yet, and I'm probably going to go catch it at the drive-in. There's a double feature of that and Peninsula, which is a sequel to Train to Busan going on. So I'll probably go check that out. But I mean, honestly, I haven't heard. I've heard some people shit on New Mutants. I've also heard some people say, the most common thing I've heard people say that actually have like a level head is that it's just okay. Like that's what I've heard. It's like it's not like egregious. It's not like offensive. It's just an okay movie. It's like it's a movie. That's what it is.
It's watchable. It's absolutely watchable.
Mm-hmm.
Just to give some people a peace of mind, it's better than Dark Phoenix. Holy
there you
shit.
go. There you go. There you go. That's what you need to know. Old School Hunter says, in an interview with Collider, Hiram Garcia says that the Black Adam movie will take some inspiration from classic JSA storylines. Are there any storylines you would like to see in the Black Adam movie from the Justice Society comics? Oh, man. I'm actually blanking. I'm blanking hard. I tell you what, since we know that, was it Atom Smasher?
Yeah.
Was it Atom Smasher? Atom Smasher, Cyclone, Dr. Fate, and Hawkman are going to be present in this movie. I can tell you what I do want to see. Not so much of a specific storyline, but I do, or rather, I'll tell you what I don't want to see. It's actually easy to say what I don't want to see. I don't want to see Black Adam treated as anything other than an anti-villain. Like, and when I say anti-villain, I mean, basically what I'm saying is, you have anti-heroes, someone that's like a hero, but they kind of skew a little bit, of being an actual hero. I kind of want to be played more like an anti-villain in that regard. Like, he's a villain, but sometimes he does the right thing. Maybe, occasionally. Depends on what's going on. Kind of like Dr. Doom sometimes. Sometimes Dr. Doom is a bad guy, and then sometimes he's like, oh, he actually kind of did something nice. Half-ass nice, but it was self-serving. That's the thing I prefer. I don't want to see him being played up as like some, because I know what they're going to do. I know the temptation is there to take The Rock because he's so charismatic, to try and play him up as being a hero, like a traditional hero. Please don't do it. Rough Rider 86 says, who do you think goes harder? Shuri in the comics or Black Widow from the MCU?
Shuri.
Yeah, Shuri.
Black Widow.
Yeah.
It's too much white privilege going on with what Black Widow in these movies. It is way too much black privilege going on because, dude, I watch Infinity War and I just get mad that she was able to just whoop and just hold her own against the Black Guard. It just bugs me.
Yeah, dude. Proxima Midnight, dude. No, I didn't appreciate that because okay. Here's the thing. I hated that they treated Thanos's top dogs as no better than. I think they got more respect than Crossbones did.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, to be fair, they should. But the thing is like, I feel like, damn, man, y'all got pieced up crazy. Like, okay, so Corvus Glaive, he's not even supposed to be able to die unless you destroy the glaive. Like, they just treat him like they scrubbed him out. And then the Proxima Midnight, I know technically why they kind of like, I don't know.
So just white privilege. Just say
it is. It's white privilege, man. They're just like, nah, we got to let Black Widow have something.
Because
at the time they weren't giving her a movie.
Yeah.
You remember at the time she wasn't getting a movie. They're like, well, we got to give you something. So yeah, I'm gonna say Shuri in the comics, hands down. Next up, Ed Boy in the Cut says, when Marvel and DC do a crossover, what are some of the fight? Y'all know. See, this is how I know some of y'all hate me. Because actually, I had this conversation with somebody on Instagram, and thankfully it was very respectful. Yep. But they asked me if I thought that Denzel Washington's character from the Book of Eli and then Idris Elba's character from The Dark Tower, like, what would happen if they cross over? They wouldn't make for a good crossover. And I was like, dude, I'll be honest with you, I fucking hate crossovers. I hate cross-universe crossovers. Y'all know this about me. I talk about it all the time. I hate the shit. But here we are. We're going to talk about it. When Marvel and DC do a crossover, what are some of the fights and teams up you want to see? Okay, let's just go ahead and get it out of the way. I want to see Namor get his win back from Aquaman. How about that? Give him his win back. How about this? How about I want to see Blue Marvel and Icon come together and just beat the dog shit out of Superman. How about that? And more importantly, can we please have Harley Quinn and Deadpool nowhere near each other? Thank you.
Okay. I would much rather like to see Amadeus Cho fight Jimmy Olsen. I would also like to see Black Dynamite fight Flash Thompson after he just got out of the war and he was a cripple.
He had no legs.
Yeah,
no legs.
I want Norman Osborn post Murray's Waves. I want to see him fight Sami Zayn. I think those would be some good fights.
Oh my god, y'all ain't shit.
I think those would be some good fights to read, man.
I mean, yeah, that's one of those things. I mean, I'll be brutally honest with you. Y'all know me. If you've been following me for any stretch of time, y'all know, man, I fucking hate cross-universe crossovers. I fucking hate that shit. I don't like it. I don't even like thinking about it. But people always want my opinion about it. I'm like, dude, why? Why not make me think about that shit?
The last one, I want to see Black Nick Fury fight the Big Show. Yep, those are my picks. Marvel.
Wait. Which Big Show though? Are we talking about World's Strongest Punch Big Show, or are we talking about Shit His Pants Big Show?
I want Always Crying because he had to whop Dusty Rhodes Big Show.
Ooh. Ooh, wait. Or what about the Big Show who, remember when Boss Man, was it Boss Man? I think it was Boss Man. Yeah, when Big Boss Man, like, when Big Show's dad died, and they pulled...
Oh,
and Big Show, or no, Boss Man drove off with the casket. I want that Big Show. I want that Big Show. Because Big Show jumped on the casket as it was driving off. I was like, Lord have mercy.
I want Big Boss Man versus early Punisher Frank Castle. But I want Big Boss Man after he cooked Al Snow's dog and fed it to him.
Yeah. Hey, actually, and you know what, here, I want to point something out. LJ Brown gets it. Blerd Without Fear loves crossovers like he likes Spawn. Not at all. Thank you.
You like Spawn?
No, I don't. Do not like Spawn. I do. Look, I consider me Sam I Am. I do not like Spawn. I do not like Spawn in a box. I do not like Spawn with a fox. I do not like Spawn on a couch. And you know what? I also do not like Spawn when he slouch. So there you go. That's how I feel about Spawn. Fuck Spawn. Anyway, Moody Pass asked the question, by any chance, do you know when Ta-Nehisi Coates' run on Black Panther is coming out? Basically referring to the fact that the run is supposed to end at issue 25. They have not released any issues as far as I'm aware.
Yeah, I've seen a lot more of his Cap run than his Black Panther stuff.
I almost feel like Marvel forgot that they were supposed to be ending the Black Panther run. And actually, you may not see, I don't know. Maybe they need to go ahead and hurry and put it out. Or maybe, I don't know what's going on there. I really don't.
I don't know, dude. I'm trying to keep him on Black Panther for as long as humanly possible and get him the fuck off of Captain America because...
I don't mind his Captain America. I don't mind it.
Man, like his Black Panther stuff is like prime Popeye's chicken when you are starving, and then his Captain America is like his church's chicken, where a chicken wing is the size of Callie Muscle's arms.
Damn. See, I thought you were gonna say that the Captain America was the biscuit.
Nah.
I thought you said it was the biscuit where you gotta have a drink to wash it down, otherwise you'll choke.
I'm a bad man in these streets. I will tear up a Popeye's biscuit. There is no shame in my game.
Oh Lord. Oh my God. This isn't so much a question, so this is more just a this is actually more a postscript too. What?
Yeah, boy, gonna get cold. I just saw his question.
What?
One team up I want to see is Kilowog and Beta Ray Bill against Lobo on a contract hunting the Corbinites. That's not even a fucking question. That's just a gross statement.
Well, yeah, it's a postscript to the original question.
I got you.
It's a postscript because I think it was meant to go with the other one, but yeah. Also, yeah, I'm just like, wow, yeah, I don't know about that one. And then last question of the show. Rough Rider 86 asks, if Marvel remade the first Predator with their characters. Oh Lord, this is another one. God, y'all fucking hate me. God, y'all fucking hate me. Jesus Christ. Oh, goddamn.
Okay, I'll go ahead and ask you that question then. Blerd, if Marvel remade the first Predator with their characters as Dutch's team, who would you send in the jungle?
Oh Lord. I swear before God. Do I have to answer this one? Okay, you know what? No, fuck it. Yeah, you know what? This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna remake Predator. Right? We're gonna put Marvel characters. Okay, fuck it. We're gonna go MCU. With this shit. Fine. Fuck it. Black Widow, Hawkeye, Captain America, Winter Soldier. Let's see here. Who else can we put in here that ain't nobody? Let's see here. Iron Man with no suit. Iron Man with no suit. He gets no suit in this one. He's just regular ass Tony Stark. He gets no suit. You know what? Happy Hogan. There you go. Happy Hogan. He gets to go. And you know what? You know who else will send? Just for good measure, just so no one can say we're being sexist, we're gonna send Gwyneth Paltrow. Because she never knows what the fuck Marvel movie she's in. She never knows. So yeah, you can put her on the set and no one would even know. So Pepper Potts is, and she doesn't get a suit either. She just shows up, just talks, leaves. There you go. You know, who the fuck else can we put in there? No, I'm not putting Black Panther in it because he deserves better. He deserves better. Tell you what, Falcon, no wings. No wingsuit for Falcon. And Cap doesn't have a shield. There you go. And you know what? We're going to take away Black Widow's superpower. No Frankensteiners, no Huracan Ronas, and no Blickies. No Blickies. No Blickies. Do you hear me? I said no Blickies. That's it. Done.
I think he's upset. I think he's a little bit perturbed.
Lord have mercy, man. Y'all, see, this is what y'all do to me. I think y'all do this on purpose. I feel like this is done on purpose to upset me. I feel like this is done to trigger me, and I don't appreciate it. Okay. Anyway, that was the last question. No boss. Oh, my God. Anyway, Carter, what do you have going on this weekend?
Man, honestly, I can't decide if I want to do it on Twitch or if I want to do it on YouTube to where I stream Avengers. I just got my code in from Verizon, and just make sure everyone knows, for any of you guys that use Verizon as your cell service, if you enter their I don't know what the fuck you want to call it. If you got a beta code for the Avengers game because you're on Verizon, be sure to check your emails, because not only did you get beta access, they actually sent you a copy of the game. So I've been trying to fool around with Avengers a little bit so I can get caught up to where you are. That way we can start getting some of this co-op stuff off the ground.
Yes. When are you plotting to do that? Like, what day are you plotting? Are you thinking about doing it today or tomorrow?
I'm probably going to do it today, because even though your boy is now in the PC gaming realm, I do want to get Avengers caught up. Plus, I have a lot of shit that I need to play, y'all. My backlog is disgusting. I still have not finished Ghost of Tsushima. I'm still at the beginning of fucking Act 2, and then Avengers came out. Leave me alone. And then Avengers came out, and now I'm on my gaming rig, and now I got fucking Tony Hawk downloading on my PS4 as we fucking speak. It's too many games coming out right now. It's too many. I can't finish them all.
I tell you what. So I want to point out something. This is a little something I've been working on, because I didn't want to just put the game up willy-nilly. Yeah. You know me. Y'all know how I am.
Yeah.
Y'all know me. You know your boy. He ain't ever trying to, put on airs.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm talking about?
I don't like the tone you're using, but I know what you're talking about.
But I just wanted to point out something very special that I've done. And I just want to point out that, by the way, while I'm prepping this, I want y'all to know, those you've seen my review for Avengers. Mm-hmm. Avengers, the game.
Okay.
God damn it, I genuinely like the game, god damn it. Okay, I want to point something out. For anyone who had questions about whether or not I was shilling for Square Enix, I was not. Because here's something you may or may not know. I had already pre-ordered the PC version of the game and have been playing it.
That is true.
I actually pre-ordered the deluxe edition of the game on PC. So Marvel, Crystal Dynamics, Square Enix, they had already gotten my money. Because I pre-ordered it on Steam like over 2 months ago. So they had already gotten my money. I was going to get the game regardless. I was actually going to play the game regardless, and I was going to be able to play it early regardless. I just was able to play it earlier because they gave me the game. But that said, here's the thing I did. We now have, on the Blerd Cave, we now have a gaming setup. Very similar to my Twitch setup. So, it is a thing. I actually got that Avengers. This is the PlayStation 4 version of it. And for those who do not believe me, like I said, this is, and I want y'all to understand here. I'm here. Watch this. So y'all believe me. This is the PlayStation version of the game. I want y'all to understand this. This is a PlayStation version of the game. Look, I got everybody unlocked. Look at him. Look at him. Look at him. I gotta get some new suits. I gotta get a new suit for Cat. But for those who don't believe me, here, let me bring this down some. But yeah, but for those who do not believe me when I say that I already had it, I mean, dude, I will present to you my Steam account where I also have the game and have been playing the absolute fuck out of it. Cause here, let's see here. Yeah, because motherfuckers thought that like I was shilling. I was like, dude, no. That's not my thing. Cause let's see here. Boom. Right there. And I want you to bear in mind, this is the deluxe edition of the game. They already had my money. Okay? They already had my money. So anyone who thinks that I was out here shilling, your boy was not out here shilling, okay? He was just doing his normal, shit is what he was doing. So, that said, if you decide to run that Avengers, let me know. I will run that bish with you.
I'm probably going to do that shit literally after we end the show. So as to not put my hands back into that PC gaming realm, because shooters on a mouse and keyboard, good fuck.
Damn.
Man. Yeah, I'm probably going to be back on Avengers literally after we end. So
exactly. See, there you go.
And look, we all ended the show on a good note, but again, RJ, all that rage, and no one even mentioned Lexington Steel. We had to end with a porn reference, didn't we?
We did. We had to. I do also want to point out, they don't actually make me legitimately mad. I actually think it's funny. If anything, when people ask me about crossovers, the only reason why it gets a weird response from me is because I feel like I can't tell if people are fucking with me or if like they legit don't know that I don't like crossovers. So I'm kind of like, that's why like if I ever read a question, you ask me about some like multi-universals, like some cross-promotional crossover bullshit, I'll probably, if you ever get this look where I'm just kind of like, that's me processing whether or not, trying to determine whether or not you're joking or if you are serious and just don't know. Either way, I don't care. It is what it is. But that said, that was, dude, yeah, y'all already know. Y'all already said, ask nothing but Spawn and crossover questions. Dude, that would kill me. That would actually kill me. It would actually kill me.
I would love to be a part of that episode just to see the breakdown.
Dude, what you said.
See that eye
Let me pause that too, because I just realized apparently when I booted Avengers back up, I didn't realize I had hit a story point, and it just started playing a cutscene. That motherfucker started. Phil Sheldon came out, was doing some news reporting. It was like this is like a legit cutscene. And for those who don't know, like this game, like I know I've said I would play this more on YouTube than on Twitch, and I actually am, but like I'll probably wind up running this one with you on YouTube. Like if you run it on Twitch, I'm probably gonna run it on YouTube.
Shit, I'll probably run it on YouTube. Don't try to. I like how you try to kick me out and put me across the street over on Twitch. I can't be in the next room. I can't be on the couch on YouTube. You gotta send me down the block to Twitch. Okay, dog.
Well, yeah, because actually what I was thinking about doing, I'm actually thinking about dedicating my Twitch channel to more horror stuff anyway. I've realized that I'm very much a horror movie person. There's gonna be watch parties and horror games. That seemed to be a winner last night. People watching me play Visage actually got a legit scream out of me.
I need to see that. I actually need to still check that out.
Actually, y'all want to see something funny? Y'all want to see something funny? Let me see if I can actually find it. I'm gonna see if I can actually find it. Hold up. Let me see if I can actually pull this up, because I know I said we were gonna try and end it real quick, and then shit happened. Here, let me.
Murder Without Fear. How about a crossover between Sarah J, Lex Steele, and Predator? That's actually already a thing. It's a movie called called Predators. That is already a movie. Don't ask me how I know that. Mind your fucking business. But I can go ahead and confirm that it is called Predators.
Okay. So here, I got it. I got it pulled up. Let me see if I can get this to pull up. Fuck shit. Yeah, here it is. Okay, so this is me playing a game. And actually, wait a minute. Let me pause real quick because I fucked up. I muted the site. I usually have Twitch muted because that way I can still get people their views, but not actually have to hear it in the background while I'm working on shit. Man, but yeah, so 100% sure. Oh, see? Here, I want y'all to see my reaction. There you go. That was the thing that happened to me. If you were curious about when I play play horror games on Twitch, that was a thing that actually happened to me. I'm trying to see if I can find this other one. Here, let's see here. I'm trying to see if I can find where the yeah, let's see here. Nope, that ain't it. 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 That ain't it.
Probably not.
That ain't it. That ain't it. That ain't it.
Having like.
Actually no, it wasn't in this one. It was in the same section of this one. It was just earlier. I remember now.
Dude, why can we?
Let's see. Trying to see if I can find. Yeah, dude, because your boy got caught up and did not want to go anywhere.
I clearly can't.
Here, let's see here. Where's the
fucking?
Wait, here it is.
Are you fucking kidding? Literally had to, and the shirt's gone too. Lord have mercy.
See, look at this bullshit. Look how your boy responds.
The fuck?
But no, we did. There was some other shit that had happened. Oh yeah, I think this is where it's gonna start getting.
They are elsewhere.
Yeah, look, here's this shit.
So it's a horror game? Yeah, it's a horror game. I'm sorry. Or at least I think they are. I don't know. I can't remember if it was one person or the other, but if it's one of the two people I'm thinking about, one of them is no longer here, so you don't have to worry about that.
Yeah, let's see. Go back. Oh yeah, there it is. Here it is.
They are elsewhere, I think.
So it's a horror game? Yeah, it's a horror game. I'm sorry. Or at least I think they are. I don't know. I can't remember if it was one person or the other. Yeah, this is it. I was right there. I thought it was a little bit further ahead. One of them is no longer here, so you don't have to worry about that. Because I got caught off guard like a motherfucker on this shit. Oh, shit. That's actually old girl that caught me slipping earlier. Y'all see that?
Okay.
And notice nothing behind me. And now she's gone. Lord Jesus Christ. See? Those are the things. These are the things you get when you hang out with Blerd on Twitch. you get to see Blerd like, you know, in some compromising positions, so to speak.
Ew.
That response. So it was cool. You in the horror case, frack with my anxiety, but I keep coming back, dude. It's the thing. Like, if you want pure undistilled Blerd, Blerd and horror go hand in hand. But anyways, Carter.
Yes.
When you make your decision.
Yes.
When you make your decision, do you think you're gonna? You say you're. Well, I guess if you stream it on YouTube.
Oh well. So here's the deal. Because you would have to do some work on your end, because if we do Discord, I wouldn't be able to hear the game, so we would have to probably try.
Yeah, that is true.
That is true. Party chat. So it's whatever place you go. I may very well go back to Twitch since this is September, guys.
Oh yeah, it is September. I forgot about that. Wow, dude, talk about wild. Well, the hell, fuck it. We're gonna shill out the old Twitch. Look, go ahead and hit your boy up. He'll be playing that Avengers. Are you gonna do any Dead by Daylight?
Go to hell.
see, Dead by Daylight. That's his spawn. That's his spawn. See, that's how I get him. Y'all thought I couldn't get him. I can get him. And then, of course, if you want to find your boy, that's where you can find me on late Twitch. That's really all I got. I don't think there's anything else.
Nothing on my end.
Okay. Well, that's good. That's good. We did it. We got us a good, clean, wholesome show. Good, clean, wholesome show. I'm here for it.
I'll hit 2 hours at some point. We're gonna do it.
We're gonna do it. We're gonna be able to make it happen. I mean, at least closer. If we get to 2.5, the better I'll feel about it. But I will say I was very appreciative, even though we did go over last week. We had like over 5,000 views for the Blerd Cave this past one. So it was good stuff. I was here for it. But I don't think we're gonna do After the Cave again for a while, because we've actually been knocking out most of our stories. If anything comes up over the weekend, we might, or what may wind up happening is I'll just play Marvel's Avengers and we'll just call it even. Monday might be Avengers Mondays. I don't know. I'm still figuring out my schedule. The second I figured out my Twitch schedule, then I realized I fucked up, because I was like, why am I streaming on Wednesdays? The busiest day of my week. So yeah, we got to figure out some new shit, but we're going to get out of here. And hopefully we will see you guys next time. I almost tried to be like, who am I going to raid? Wait a minute, this is YouTube. We don't do raids here. But yeah, make sure y'all go check out Carter. Make sure you go check out my Twitch channel. Make sure you stay tuned. Keep it locked here. Subscribe to the Blerd Cave, to the Blerd Without Fear YouTube channel. If you have not done so already, please, we much appreciate it. If you haven't done so already, hit that fucking like button. Smash that sumbitch. And come back. We'll be back next time. We'll be dropping videos on Tuesdays, Thursdays, Blerd Caves on Saturdays. And don't forget, we got a special The Boys video coming up right after this. Peace.